right, everybody, hello and welcome to I believe this is the 9th episode of the No Name Podcast, a podcast where we have no name because we were too stupid to come up with one. Anyway, I'm your host, Mrmoopsy, and with me are my other fellow hosts. New guy, introduce himself last.
New guy introduce himself last. Like sit in that corner and you do nothing. It's so help me God, if you make a fucking syllable, your ass is grass. With that being said, I'm your lovely co-host by the name of Baker. I'm a black man, and I do black man things like taxes.
Like that all.
That's it. You only get one, just like Spider-Man.
Just introduce yourself already.
Yeah, it's Cosmo Jazz, and just like Eddie and not like Wesley Snipes, I also do my taxes.
This is by far the best introduction we've done.
From everyone. All right, so I will do a little introduction on this one because this guy was supposed to be like our third when we originally planned this shit, and it took him like I'm gonna say close to a year before he actually decided, oh, I have a working microphone that we can use. Everyone introduced Venom.
I was in drug rehab because, I thought like I was the band and you all are beneath me, but, I got better, so.
You mean you got kicked out?
No, I didn't. You got kicked out. We let you back in. You're the problem.
The beginning. This is the reason I did drugs.
Yes, but I am a new guy. I am your god, your savior, everything. As Lisa Simpson would put it, embrace nothingness.
Can we still kick him out?
Yeah, we could. But I want to see where this goes. How far down the hole can he go?
Which pill was that? All right, so yeah, that's Venom.
But so he still never said his name, so I was just like, is he ever gonna say it? Okay.
Well, no, I thought
Sure.
I thought Venom was gonna say it, but
No, that's what I was
I said
thinking.
it
Like,
earlier.
is he ever gonna? Okay, guess not.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Yes.
anyway, that's
Yes,
Venom.
Yes,
fucking
I am Venom.
Jazz,
We are
fucking, fucking
By-
roster shit. What are we doing? Tell
By
people.
far the greatest intro of all. It's lit right here. Like this is the type of shit that gets us views, man.
Can we just like go, please?
Yes, so
Yeah.
today it's E3. Friday, E3 madness! Alright, so we're going to be talking about all the conferences from EA to Nintendo. And we're going to be talking
Why
about
bother
the
with that
games.
first one?
Well, because it's
And
going to be
I-
hilarious.
Okay.
I, the new guy, have a special announcement. I went
Yes.
inside E3.
What?
Yeah, me and my
Hacker.
brother, because there's this thing me and my brother do every E3 where we just go out to the convention center and people watch. I don't care if you guys think it's creepy. It's awesome.
It's called stealing a ticket.
I'm already calling the cops.
Talked to this one guy who gave us a pass, and then my
And it was Hideo
brother's
Kojima.
friend, and then one of my brother's friends gave him his pass, and then they did this thing with security where they had to check your IDs. So
I thought
So
you
it's
were
like
gonna say they were gonna check something else.
it was hard to get in at first, but then we went into one security and they saw my brother's badge and they're like, all right, fine, just come in because you're already running late. But then I almost didn't get in because they were like, wait, what are you doing here? Where's your landolier? What is that thing that wraps around your neck? Landolier?
Lanyard?
Whatever Moopsy said and Josh said, yes. And I'll tell you this, like I got so scared.
Isn't the
Like,
Landolier like an animal or something?
Yeah, I think it is.
But like, and I told myself, I'm all like, God, if I had piss in my bladder, I'd be pissing myself right now.
Well, that's factually inappropriate because pee is stored in the balls.
No, that's sperm.
Nerd!
Anyway, so then my brother was like, Like, look, he's my brother. Like, can you just let us in without the IDs? And then the security guard's just like, you know what? I don't even want to argue. Just go on in. So,
I'm sick of you.
so we got in.
Wow, what a shitty security.
I know,
guard.
right?
Hey,
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Hey, but man, it got us in. So,
Gotta enjoy that though.
it was glorious. So much take in. It was like I was in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, except I didn't get trapped in a tube.
And you
Except the
didn't,
Oompa Loompas didn't give a fuck.
and you didn't leave with like diabetes.
Yep.
That too.
That was after.
I know, I got diabetes. How'd that happen? Anyway,
It's a tech demo. How do you quit diabetes?
Don't question it.
That's how sweet it was.
It was too sweet.
Pretty much. And so we got. Unfortunately, we didn't get all the swag that they gave out because, like, by the time we got in, it was like already almost closing time. Well, not that close, but it was like we had like a good 4 hours to just look around and stuff.
Yeah, that's not close at all.
Well, whatever. I got into E3 and you didn't. Anyway,
Oh, you might have gotten into E3, sir. You might have gotten into E3, but I can tell time.
Oof.
Ooh, get him!
I was about to say, then Father Time just appears before Mrmoopsy, just like, no, you don't. You know nothing of my work.
Smoke bomb.
But I got a story about, so me and my brother went into the Jurassic.
E3.
No, well, we went into the Jurassic World Evolution booth they had, and they did this thing where it's like it's a little theater showing like, hey, it's Jurassic World Evolution, woo woo, and they let us play a demo of it, and me and my brother are just playing it, and like we bring in a Tyrannosaurus, and the one thing I like about it is aim the dinosaurs, which is honestly pretty cool.
Was Jeff Goldblum handing out leaflets?
No, but he did do voice work, so there's that. Oh.
I wish it was.
But
Lame.
then like, so my brother named his T-Rex Billy Clonosaurus from Simpsons.
I was just about to say, I
Oh,
know that
yeah.
name.
Yeah, so was I. I was looking up at my ceiling. I was just like, why do I know that?
And then
What a triggering name.
and then I named mine Grimlock after the Dinobot. But then here's the thing that's just hilarious. So, because there are gates that you put the dinos in. So like there's like the carnivore gate for the carnivores, and then the herbivore gate, and then there are points where you could put both of them in the same pen so that they could fight it out for the humans' viewing pleasure, and just be like, yeah, put them in a body bag. And so in my mind, I'm all like, okay, there's two gates. So one of them has to lead to the carnivore pen. I opened the gate that leads to the public area. X got out and was just causing chaos for all the customers.
Hooray!
So it's just, you see everyone just running and just like, rah! And like my brother's watching it and I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm all like, what the fuck did I just do? And then finally my brother's just like, yeah, we should go. And we just left the booth.
What has science wrought?
And there's even one part where, like, I just see, like, a whole pile of little dead bodies because of what the T-Rex has done. So I'm all like, I'm out. And then we played and then we played a little bit of Fortnite, and I got a little styrofoam pickaxe.
Did you see Jason Mewes at the con?
Jason Mewes. Who's
Yes.
that?
Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
No. Damn, although I did meet Seth Killian, who was a pretty swell dude.
Oh wow, he's swell, everybody.
Well, you just said Skillian.
He's a really cool dude. Like,
I'm not talking shit about like fucking Seth. I'm just surprised that you use the word swell.
well, yeah, because he is. But yeah, and then the only thing I wish we could have seen was that Xavier Woods Kenny Omega match that they had for Street Fighter V.
I wish I would have saw that too.
We didn't know where it was. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Rip the dream.
Although we
Yeah,
did
I,
do it.
s-
Oh,
I
sorry.
saw something like on Event Hubs where like apparently like some legit wrestler I was actually watching that match.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because Xavier Woods is a part of the New Day, and him and the New Day went against Kenny Omega and the Young. I'm a wrestling fan, so I know this stuff. So is my grandmother, but she doesn't know about the video game, so she doesn't know about Kenny Omega, but she knows about Xavier Woods and the New Day, and their crazy shenanigans of throwing pancakes at niggas. But that's another story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to see that, and I want to take some time, sit
Well,
my ass down, and watch it.
I posted it in the gaming channel whenever you're ready.
Yeah. I most of my day was filled with getting that I-9 form done.
Hey.
Yeah,
Working man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking trying, bro.
Yeah, same here. I put in a shit ton of
Oh.
applications lately. I'm hoping to get hired soon.
I don't know. Fuck this.
Fuck these working people.
Aren't you?
It's not working. Fuck these working guys.
So you and your jobs.
Don't you work? You shut up.
We don't talk about this.
That scared me for a second. Like, I lost everyone.
You shut your whore mouth.
But yeah, but in summary, that E3 was pretty cool, and I did get some swag.
Nice, dude.
Swag.
All right. Well, that was Vin's story.
I'm gonna put that on the fucking bucket list. Go to an E3.
I mean, I'm just glad you can do that now, because there were a couple years where fucking E3 was closed to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it was always a private thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I remember, it was public for a while. Then they had like the stupid idea of like making it journalists only. I think like attendance was like shit because of it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they reopened it up to the public again, and it's just like, oh my god, we can actually do something with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was only open to like, I think like game developers and
Journalists.
Yeah, so it's just like,
And everyone was just like, trust IGN.
Mm. Word. And then it moved.
Word.
And then it really got bad.
According to Eddie's hero.
Mm. Alright, so EA?
I guess we should start with the EA conference. Raise your hand if you actually bothered to watch it.
I did not watch it.
I
Me
saw
neither.
highlights.
I like how everyone's just like, who watched it? No. Yes, I mean no.
I mean, I would say technically no. Okay, let's see. Anthem release date revealed. I know some people are interested in Anthem, but I'm not.
Well, to me, it's just Anthem. To me, it's just a Destiny clone.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
For me, it wasn't that it was a Destiny clone. It's just the only thing that was shown was a part of something that I already played, which is Warframe.
Mm.
And it looked absolutely similar to Warframe's Arcwing game mode, because you're soaring. I mean, in Warframe, you're soaring through space and all that shit. And in Anthem, I mean, you're not even going through space, but the gameplay aspects are very similar. Needless to say, I won't say that Anthem will be a bust. It's just that they need to show me something more that sets it different from a product that I already have for free at that.
And
Well,
I mean, like,
especially-
let's face it. Like, people are skeptical about EA because they're sure that they're just gonna fucking like loot box them to fuck.
Yeah, that too.
And then plus, a lot of people are pissed off because they said like, there's no PvP, but
Already fail.
we're gonna release it as like a future patch or something like that.
It's like,
Yeah, that doesn't always work out if you don't have a fallback.
and it just gives everybody, the entire world, an overwhelming sense of concern.
Mm.
Yeah. Like the game has to be like stupid good, and the
Plus the-
freaking PvP has to be like coming out in like the next 3 weeks from launch.
Although the only thing I'll say about Anthem is that it kind of looks like what Lost Planet should have looked like on PS4.
Think so, huh?
Because that's it kind of looked like that to me too. Like even though I thought like it looked like a Destiny clone, I was also thinking of like it also kind of looks like Lost Planet, like especially Lost Planet 2, where you're in like the forest and you're fighting big ass monsters.
I mean, I don't know. I've heard mixed things about Lost Planet 2. People either love it or hate it.
Yeah,
it's mainly
really
the co-op
like
aspect. If you didn't like the co-op aspect, you'd hated it.
I just didn't like it for the controls. Like L2 was jump, and then like
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
L1 was like grappling hook.
I was like, what is this madness?
You blocked out so many of the things from Lost Planet 2.
Well, overall, I did enjoy Lost Planet 2. It's like I can see why people didn't like it.
Right. But I mean, like, so I mean, there's something to check out for parts of Anthem, but from what I guess, it's not much.
I mean, honestly, I just feel bad for the Battlefront 2 players because that rumor just got confirmed about it with the press conference.
What was
What rumor?
They were scrapping it, right?
Yeah. Like, this is their B team now doing shit. It's no longer their A team, which means it's probably got another year at most.
What?
Dude. I mean, you should have saved that for when we got to Battlefront 2.
Wait,
I mean,
does that
this is
mean...
EA, so we're technically at Battlefront 2.
I guess,
does that mean
because, I mean, like...
Does that mean they're gonna? I was gonna say, does that mean they're gonna shut down the multiplayer servers?
Probably not, but they're probably going to like stop like support for it.
Think about it like this, right? Because of DICE, because of EA's publishing and everything like that, Battlefield 4 is a game that has lasted a very long time, and it still gets support to this day. Now, but Battlefront 2 did so awfully. It did so awfully. God damn it!
That word.
It did. I know, right? It did so bad that it's like, okay, we have to scrap this, and we have to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I will say, this is a little bit of a callback to what Eddie said, I think, last pod, or a couple pods ago.
Yeah, we do callbacks.
That's right. We got lore at this point.
Flashback.
That's what we brought Eddie in Venom for. But
Cinematic Universe.
but it's like because he said that Ubisoft, you know, like they will fucking like nut up and like fix their mistakes. And like Battlefront 2, the gameplay, it wasn't irredeemable. It was the loot box system. At any point, they could have saved this game insanely by releasing like a big patch that says, "Okay, we fucked up. Here's like everything just released, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, we're also gonna be making like a ton more shit to make up for like our fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking EA is so arrogant and so like stuck up its own ass that they're just gonna be like, "No, we'll just fucking shut it down and call this a loss." You know, fucking not even try to win back fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and I always felt that like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll just add a supporting to the point. Supporting point.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna say that like the reason why I was a no on both Battlefronts 1 and 2 was the fact that they didn't include any of the Clone Wars stuff. And it's like, you make a Battlefront game where it's heavy on vehicles and different classes and stuff, and yet you don't put in the freaking Clone Wars, which has different vehicles and classes and stuff.
I mean, because like, I guess if you're a hardcore Battlefront fan, you're already pissed off how like, and I'm even including the first Battlefront in this, the reboot. That is just like they're inferior copies to fucking PS2 games. Like, how pathetic do you have to be? That it's just like, yeah, it looks better, but it's fucking content-wise, it's like not even like a fourth of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially since freaking they shut down Pandemic, the very people that made the first two Battlefronts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like fucking like you can show me all the commercials that are saying fucking like, oh, you know, like we're uber Star Wars fans and we'll do anything to fucking add all this content to like a Battlefront game. When it comes out, it's just like fucking so fucking pathetic that it's just like, you know what, am actually more excited for like a PS2 game than a fucking PS4 game. Like, you know, you fucked up there.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I was gonna, and even adding on, it's like you said, like it was a published. It's like it's not even the developer's fault at this point. because the developers are doing what they can with the resources that they have available. And it's like they don't even have a full control of the fucking resources, because the resources are like the investors and everything. They say, yeah, put your resources into the loot boxes, not to fixing the game or making the game better, but loot boxes, baby. That's what we all care about. Motherfucking loot boxes.
And I mean, like, God knows how much of that content was told, like, it was probably going to be there at launch, and then fucking EA comes in and tells them, you know what, cut that off, and we could sell it as a loot box.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you just put it in the loot box. Absolutely.
And even then, it barely works for like games like Overwatch.
Oh, they're lucky because it's just a cosmetic. These shits were actual game changers.
Yeah.
Like actual gameplay content being put into loot boxes. So it's like it's like getting Doomfist and Overwatch out of a loot box.
Oh yeah.
That's the type of shit that they were doing.
Yeah.
But Eddie, it's pink Vader.
Look,
you're saying you're not LGBT.
Look, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I think that's what he's saying, guys.
Oh my god, I confirm.
That's not what I'm saying.
Just wait till I tell your squad about this.
I'm saying this. Look. I want Pink Vader as much as the next person, right? I just don't. Shut up. I want to pay $200 for my Pink Vader. That's all I want.
But it's Luke Skywalker with a mustache.
You think I give a fuck about Luke Skywalker, son? Nah, I don't.
I'm probably like the only Luke Skywalker fan here.
Listen to me. I am a black man. I must support Darth Vader at any point in the world that I can.
What about Mace Windu?
Mace Windu is not even in the game.
He's actually there.
Mace Windu.
He's not even Clone Wars content.
We don't. Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
nobody cares at this point, Venom.
Yeah, at this point, let's be honest.
Like, it doesn't matter. People don't even want to play the game. People don't even care about the Clone Wars no more, because it's just like, oh no, more loot boxes.
Yeah, that's the sad thing.
I'll save my praises for other publishers when we get to that tab. But let us continue, gentlemen.
For sure. Yeah. So it's like the biggest things were pretty much Anthem, Battlefront 2. I mean, like, I'm guessing they announced some like Jedi game that like they didn't show footage for.
Yeah, like, and I feel bad for Andrea because I've actually met her in person. She's the nicest person in the world. But
I'll say this: we give a lot of these devs shit. I'm sure they're like all super amazing people. They probably like give like fucking to charities and shit, and they'll make us like four guys doing this podcast look like a piece of shit.
Oh no,
right?
she's not a dead. She was the host.
Oh, please, there's no hate. That hate doesn't go to the whole host.
Oh, you would be surprised.
Especially not.
You would be very surprised.
Well,
Jeff, because they have no nuts.
Well, yeah, but let's be honest here. The people doing that definitely don't have nuts, but they're doing it.
I mean, I'm sorry that I'm someone who uses their brain.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I think like
because why give a developer? I mean, don't get me wrong. Why give a developer shit? But why give the host of an event shit? They're just here to talk in place of the developers, you know?
Oh yeah.
If I had to guess, it's probably like one of those things where it's just like some kind of like shitty transference kind of thing, where it's just like, you know, they'll say, oh well, they're working for this company. That means that they're somehow in the know and they're on the take. So that means that they've got some level of influence, even though like anyone with common sense knows that they're just like there for the job.
Yeah, guilt by association type bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of wanted to like a little bit of a note that if you don't hear Venom, it's because he had to step out to do something real quick. So.
Word.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah, he's not even in the Discord no more.
Yeah. Because he told me he has to like feed his dogs at like around 8. So.
Yeah, which is fine. Because he'll be probably back by the time we get to the bigger ones.
By the time we get to the important stuff.
I know, right?
Oof.
But yeah, overall not E3, EA. Well, what's our rankings? Oh, by the way, before we do that, I don't know how the other guys are gonna do it. I'm just gonna tell you right now. My ranking goes for 3 things: exclusives, presentation, and overall hype. And what I mean by overall hype is not just my own, but other people who have reacted and all this other stuff to it.
I like that's your rating system and that's fine and everything. I'm just gonna say that like I'll have my own shit
Well,
because
yeah,
like
duh, you should.
well because yeah but our listeners don't know why. It's
shouldn't.
because you can involve other people because you have like Twitter and social media and shit. I keep myself in the dark because I don't want to fucking involve myself in that.
Yeah,
Join the
it's
communities, Mrmoopsy.
Now.
I still
like-
love that he says this and he does Twitch stuff. Like technically, that's still a social media.
But what do we know, right?
I know, right?
What do I know? I've only been doing this for like a decade.
You're already one of us, Mrmoopsy, and you don't even know it.
All right, fine. I've got a light touch in the social medias.
Yeah.
I can count like the top 3, 4 that are actually like pretty important to me. Everyone else, I'm pretty sure has like everything else.
Don't you have an Instagram?
You have an Instagram?
I mostly use it for porn.
You're in social media then.
I said 4.
For a second there, I thought like as soon as Josh said like, "Do you have an Instagram?" I thought like, Mrmoopsy disconnected.
This is John. Don't you run from me.
Just like instantly runs off.
It turns into like a fucking found footage video.
No.
It's like what was that? And you just see me like running in the background.
Now, what is your criteria, Mr. Moops?
For me, it would have to be. I'd say it's a presentation and hype for sure. I guess I would also say like amount, because like, sometimes because you can have something like, for example, this E3 there were like some presentations where like they had like a decent amount, but like they got like only like good reactions from me, and there could be like a company where like they have like less games, but like I was going berserk over the reveal,
Mm-hmm.
So I like honestly like I kind of have to like look back on it to get like a proper idea of like what I would say one E3.
Mm-hmm.
But there were like some like for example like Squeenix, I thought that they did good, and I did get hype. But there were some others where it was just like, oh, we're announcing like 1 or 2 things, and then but like I was like fucking yelling at the screen, just going like yes.
Mm. It's fine. Anyone else?
I think my criteria is that if manly guys aren't crying and screaming, then it's not hype enough.
Fair enough. And you, Mr. Edward?
Centered around other people's.
I always because just the very nature of who I am. I don't get hyped for many things. It's just if they do the presentation well, if you don't cringe at it at all whatsoever, I think it's a good presentation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I take other people's tastes that are not in agreement with my own.
Mm.
But even then, it's like if they do everything right, if they make everything look cool, if the presentation is just like, well, goddamn, like now I'm interested in this thing I wasn't interested in before. Oh my god,
what was that?
Are aliens attacking?
I'm sorry. I didn't know. We could hear.
All right.
videos.
Okay. So fuck what I was saying. What the fuck was that?
I was just watching the cat just like hiss at someone.
Okay, so we can confirm that was a cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounded like something was falling from the sky, like way up there.
It was me because I didn't know. You.
That was you screaming like a bitch.
All right, that was my fault.
I was gonna say, like, nice lungs, my guy, but you need to tone that shit down.
I think he's upset that you interrupted him.
That was my bad.
No, it's all good. I was just so fucking lost after you said that. After that happened, I'm just like, oh, okay, so whatever I'm spouting is nonsense. But yeah, all I really look for is like take it at face value. If people are hype, I'm happy for them being hype. But it's just I just want things to be smooth. Like I just want the gaming industry to just get better, honestly, because that's what we need.
Well, I definitely think it's been improving for sure.
Yeah, but I just mean in the sense of just every like I don't want just God of War to just be like the only game that everybody talks about. Like I want people to talk about more things than God of War. Or whatever that one game was for that year, you know?
I mean, like, I get what you're saying. The thing about it, though, is that it's actually pretty difficult to get that to happen because, like, the same thing will happen for, like, example, movies, you know?
That too is true.
When, like, Get Out came out, that movie was, like, talked about for essentially the rest of the year and even a little bit into the next one. So it's like, there always will be something that's, like, even, like, you could have like 5 super amazing games. There will always be that one that tops all of them.
But even then, I would say Logan topped that one.
I mean, you might be right, but like for me, it's like the one of the ones that was just like, you know, everyone was just like shitting their pants over was like Get Out. But again, like that's not the main point of what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying. I'm just pointing that out.
So you just have to go out of the way to correct me?
You know how I do. But no, overall rating for EA?
I think it they need work, son. They need fucking work.
I'm gonna default to 0 because I didn't see it.
Word.
That too.
I'm gonna give it.
I hear it was cringy.
Oh yeah, it was hella cringy.
I'm gonna give it my lowest rating, 7 thumbs up.
Oh
Damn.
no! Please be merciful.
That sounds like something a shill would say.
Do we have to break out the shill alert?
I think
There you
so.
guys. Come on,
don't
let
know.
him have his fun. By the way, have you seen these Cheetos I was eating at the E3?
No, wait. Also, that sound effect that like Venom was doing earlier, that was the shill alert.
It's like,
That-
It found the shill.
That fucking screeching, oh my god.
it was just a cat. It wasn't like
A cat
It was
losing their
the shill
fucking
alert.
mind is
We
now
should
the
make
shill
that-
alert.
Yeah, fucking Venom. Like, link me that video because I'm gonna try and make that the official shill alert.
I don't know. It was on a friend's wall.
Word.
Yeah, she shared it. I don't know how to.
Hold on. I might be reaching here, but are you?
Oh, Jesus
Are you-
Christ.
Yeah, that's the one. Welcome to our official shill alert.
So what you're trying to tell me is that your friend is a Trump supporter because they have a wall.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, all of
I
a
don't
sudden,
know
don't
because
feel
he
safe.
actually built the wall.
Here, because it's on Facebook. So.
I ain't gonna lie, I was really stretching there.
Oh wait, there we go. Okay.
I was trying to stretch some shit out. It didn't work.
Check out Mr. Fantastic over here.
Oh, I didn't know Facebook. I could link Facebook stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta get it.
Don't go crazy with it.
thing. Yeah.
It has a link, brother.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the podcast chat now, so feel free
Yeah.
to use it.
Yeah.
I'll try to turn down the volume though for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
We
made
don't-
my ears hurt.
Yeah, we don't need it to be an actual siren.
But no, I gave it a 2 because I've seen worse ones before this.
That's fair. Very fair. Are we moving down now?
We are moving down now.
We're moving to Microsoft.
And then I freaked it.
Word. But should you keep it?
Holy shit.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Because I wasn't expecting to watch it, but I did end up watching like most of it.
So yeah, as you can see, Microsoft brought a lot of shit.
They were so desperate to try and get like a hit.
I was about to say, some of these games are going to be for all consoles.
And there's the big thing.
Because it was basically like you can play this thing that's open to all consoles on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I said one of my criteria was actually exclusives.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. Because like, because I think we talked about this before. Because it was if you're gonna try and sell people your console, you're gonna have to like sell it on what it can be done specifically on that console. So
Yeah,
you know,
boy.
because I was having lunch with a friend the other day, and like he was telling me about how like, oh, you know, there's this game that's gonna be coming out on my for Xbox and PC. I can't wait to get it on PC. And in my mind, I'm just like, and that's the biggest flaw of like the Microsoft conference. They showed a lot of games that you can get on your PC. So what's the point of getting a fucking Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure when Killer Instinct was announced for PC, everyone just sold their Xbox One to get Killer Instinct on PC.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
This doesn't even work as a doorstop anymore. Sell this.
I mean, well, as we've pointed that out, how about the games that we did enjoy from it at least?
I'm gonna go down the list because there was a bunch that like there were a good chunk that I did see for the first time on Xbox. So, I'll save mine for like last.
All right.
Mines will be very short, so I will say it now and take the lead. Mine is the Division 2. I stand by the game. I stand by its flaws. I stand by its greats.
Wait, is that one just gonna be for Xbox only?
No, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
But it was on the Xbox conference. Now, at first, I questioned, well, why is it on the Xbox conference? I'm just like, well, I know it's going to be on PS4, so I stopped caring.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only problem I have with Division is the same thing with Anthem. Is I always thought it was just a watered down Destiny clone.
Oof.
Dude,
No. To be fair, I see why you would think that. I will say Destiny is a hell of a lot more action packed than a Division, but the Division is much more tactical. And, oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
That hurt you to say that, didn't you? Damn!
Tell my wife.
Slow down.
No, it wasn't that. And oh shit, the sickness is coming back. And oh shit, the Division has more content. Oh my god! Oh.
He can see the black stuff crawling up his arm.
No.
No, I can't tell the difference. Really, honestly, too dark. Lights off.
Word.
I mean, the only thing I'd say that Destiny has is like at least Destiny has shit. For Destiny, they have badass looking helmets and stuff.
That's true.
For the Division, it's like, what color beanie do you want?
That too is fair. That I'll agree there. Like I said, like Destiny is far more action packed than a Division. Also, another meta thing about the Division versus Destiny is that a lot of people dislike the Division because the enemies in there are bullet sponges.
Mm-hmm.
But the Division is not a shooter. Well, it's a shooter clearly, but it's an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people forget that point, that the Division is in fact an RPG that has shooting elements into it.
It's an MMO, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not an MMO. It's an RPG, yes. It is a shooter, yes, but it's an RPG first and everything else second, third, etc. And all the other stuff.
I think the other reason why people are kind of like the Division 2 is because of the fact that like the same reason why they hated the first Division is that when they showed gameplay for it at E3, it was like so beautiful, like the glare and the.
Oh, you're talking about the bait and switch.
Yeah. So
it wasn't even a bait and switch. It was just, typical Ubisoft downgrades and all that other shit.
So that's what people are afraid of for the Division 2 is that they're going to do the same thing.
That and what they were saying was they wanted to play it safe too, because that's the first time the division was ever. Well, clearly it was the first time the Division was ever made, but it was the first game of its kind, in a way. And they wanted to play it safe, and they ended up breaking the game in the process. So in Division 2, they're going to try to flesh it out a little bit more, try to make it be that product that it was from the jump. But even then, despite all that, I still stand by the game. I'm gonna be hyped for it. I signed up for the beta. I'm gonna play the hell out of it. And I just hope that the developers and the publishers have learned from the mistakes that they made with the first one.
You are rolling the dice, sir.
I mean, yeah.
Are you king dice?
Shut up. Keep talking to me like that, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna get delayed by another half year. You bitch.
I am so glad I drew that.
That was great.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
No, that is the best thing right there. That wins E3.
I won E3. Podcast over. See you guys later.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah, but I have made my point here, gentlemen. You guys take the floor now.
all right. I mean, I can pretty much quickly go through most of these, honestly. Like,
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, let me cut you off like a Kanye. I'm also excited for Metro
no.
Exodus as well. That's it. Okay. All right. Now I'm done.
I mean, Halo.
And then there's more. No, fuck it.
Oh, John Cena, your ass. No, I'm just gonna say Halo Infinite, don't care. Ori, I will get on PC. Shadows Die Twice is interesting to me because it's gonna be like what I want to say it's like Japanese Dark Souls, but that would be Neo technically.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just wanted to. I'm just going to interrupt Josh for a minute.
Like everyone else, you bitch.
Motherfucker can't talk for a second.
What is it with game companies making games that take place in feudal Japan?
I mean, it's
Then,
the
like,
hit thing.
Because
I'd rather take feudal Japan for a while compared to like what they were doing a while back. I think it was like last gen, where it was mostly like some British like stereotypes.
Yeah, with a lot of British shit.
because we're getting Sekiro from Software, and then we're getting Shadows of what was it, Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima.
The Ghosts of Tsushima by Sucker Punch, and then we're getting Neo 2. So it's like, damn, the feudal Japan's coming in strong.
Like, the only thing I'll say about Ghost of Tsushima right now, because I want to talk about that later, is that they are doing a different time in the feudal Japan thing. Like, everyone usually goes to the Edo period. That's like the generic go-to for any samurai game. They're going before that, which is what interests me.
Interesting.
But we'll go over that more later, because that's going to be a whole nother thing in itself. Yeah.
Hang on to your butts.
But I need it.
Fallout 76, I'll talk more about in Bethesda.
Oh boy, will he?
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen the video already.
Captain Spirit, I'll talk more in Square Enix. Crackdown 3 is never gonna come out. Near Autumn. I mean, really? Near? Come on, really?
Dude, are you gonna be going through each of these individually? Because we're on a limited time here.
I mean, literally, you can jump in whenever.
All right.
Because I mean, like, I technically only have like I want to say I have 4, but then I'm gonna say I technically have 2.
Well,
okay, like,
I
go
think
ahead.
I think I'll choose because, like, there's the generic ones. Kingdom Hearts, Metro also. I'm kind of interested in Crackdown 3 mostly because Terry Crews is in it. And then, but I will admit there is one Xbox exclusive I wouldn't mind trying out, and that's mostly because I love a certain thing, and that has to be Sea of Thieves because I love pirates. So it's like that. If I ever got an Xbox, oh my god, my heart having a heart attack just saying that. It would just be for Sea of Thieves. Because like I said, I like pirates.
Isn't that available in other consoles?
Oh, and then, also I would say probably also Battletoads.
Okay, yeah, because I'll use that as a jumping off platform. Because like, they announced some stuff in the Microsoft one, but like, two of them, they were like they're on the Square Enix one, so I'll talk about them there. So yeah, Devil May Cry 5, which is not an exclusive, thank God. I'm interested in, and fucking Battletoads. Those are the two that have me hyped.
The only problem I have with Devil May Cry 5 is I feel like they're probably gonna make a Devil May Cry 5 special edition where you can play as Virgil and.
I mean, he's already visible on the cover, so I mean, I doubt it.
Wait,
No,
is
that's
he?
not Virgil.
Oh, it's not?
That's not Virgil. That's a new character.
It looks damn like Virgil.
They've already confirmed it's not Virgil. So you are wrong. Clearly, you are wrong, sir.
Well, I mean, shit. I'm curious about what the hell's gonna happen because that was one of the things my brother and I were talking about, where it's just like, well, you know, Virgil dies in 1, so how's he back?
Dude, spoilers.
Yes, for like a
Oh,
20-year-old
no.
game.
I know, right?
Come on, man. It's on my backlog. What are you doing?
I'm ruining things for you.
But
But yeah, like for the Microsoft ones, I'll say that it's like I'm most hyped for Devil May Cry and Battletoads.
yeah, I'm gonna echo that. Like Battletoads, Devil May Cry, and there was one other. Let me look at this long list. You go ahead. I'll look at this long list.
Oh,
You're the
I was
last
just
one,
gonna-
aren't you?
well, I was just gonna say I would be hyped for Gears 5 if it came with the other 4 games.
Damn.
Damn, seriously? That's a lot to ask.
Mostly because I actually like Gears of War. All right, fine.
I
the first
mean-
3 games.
No, that's cool and all, but it's just like I only like it if it comes with every single other game.
It's like, whoa!
Like,
God
Jesus
damn! Talk about standards.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to sell a collection beforehand. I think they've done it with like God of War too. I know it's not the same company, but I'm just saying from like a selling
I
point.
was just about to say like Kingdom Hearts is doing that as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but not not 3+ fucking games though.
aren't they doing all of them on the bundle?
No, they
For-
did
for
2
Kingdom Hearts? Or...
2.9.
For Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, they're doing
Well,
all of them because it's
'cause-
1 through 3, right? Like so, it's like all of them.
Well, because it's like this. 'Cause you and I have, one of you guys, and I have the 1.5 plus 2.5. That's got 6 games on it right there.
Mhm.
They're releasing 1.8 plus 2.8 to prepare for 3. They've been selling they've been selling a bunch of these collections. Just like the problem is they won't sell like one that has everything before 3.
Which is why I
'Cause,
think the 1 for
they're
3 is the
cheap.
full collection. Because I'm pretty sure it was the full thing. Because it said 1.5 and 2.5, didn't it?
Well, no, it's like it's like 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. That's the one that's got the 6 games. That's the one I have.
Yeah, that's the one I was saying. Didn't they show that one at the? Well, we'll get to that in a second. But overall, let's just because we're getting off track here.
Right.
'Cause it's a damn long list.
Yeah.
Damn good cherry pie.
But no, overall, yeah, those are the games I'm excited for. I can't think of the other one.
All right.
But overall ratings.
It was fucking packed, man.
I give it a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, even though they were just showing off games that are coming out for all the consoles, like they did get like a few cheers and like yeah, kind of from the audience. So
I find the whole Gears of War moment funny because like they like fucking did like a double triple take kind of shit when it came like, oh, by the way, we're releasing this phone Funko Gears of War game. Psych, we got a Gears 5.
Mm-hmm. That was
It
kind
has-
of funny.
It has to get a high score from me because it had the game I want.
Mm.
It has to. I like okay. Look, that fucking list, man. The list was fucking packed. It's like you can't be angry at such a huge list. Sure,
Like-
sure. Not all of it is coming exclusively to that. Thank God. But I mean, it's just too much content to just outright deny.
It's good because you have like a lot to choose from. It's a little unsatisfying because it's like, you like how much of this is really gonna like satisfy all of your cravings, because after a certain point it kind of becomes like a thing of like size versus quality.
Yep.
And so it's like I'm happy because it did have some quality shit that I am looking forward to. But on the other hand, it is a massive fucking list, and just reading it makes me go like, oh god, if this was like the only way I could see like what games that I'm interested in, like no conference or anything like that, I'd almost want to give up halfway through.
Yeah, that's true. That too is true.
But yeah, like because they did have some decent announcements, some stuff I'm looking forward to, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Word. I shall also give it a 7 as a whole.
That's my score.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.9.
What a bitch.
Gonna be like that, eh?
All right, on to the next one.
Wait, did Eddie score?
Yeah. Didn't you?
I didn't give it a particular number. Give it like a
Ah.
7, just like everybody else, and sell out.
Hey.
Join the crowd.
All right.
So just because I'm not one to really just like, oh man, like this sucks or this is great. It's just it had a big list, man. Had a lot of stuff. A lot of people were excited for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So boom, there we go.
All right. Next one. Here we go. Ubisoft.
I know that everyone couldn't give a rat's ass about Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
You'd be surprised. I actually have seen a lot of buzz about that.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Maybe I am a little excited for it, but I still got to finish Assassin's Creed Origins.
You might as well give up.
Like I feel like so many people are like, because I saw most of the cheers happening when they said, "Oh, by the way, you can also play a female." It's like, oh my god, they're acting like they've never done this before.
No, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Have those credins ever played Perfect Dark?
Probably not.
Probably not.
It just pissed me off because like when I fucking started seeing the fucking like the trailer for it, they were like the establishing shots and shit. It took me like about like all of 2 minutes, or like 2 seconds, I should say, before I was just like, yeah, that's an Assassin's Creed game set in Greece. It's an Assassin's Creed game set in Greece. I started fucking singing and dancing in my fucking hallway, waiting for them to say Assassin's Creed Greece. I don't even care about the names they give it anymore, because it's essentially now at the point where we're just like, okay, it's Assassin's Creed location. I don't give a shit about like the names because it doesn't even matter anymore. It's essentially like Assassin's Creed 3, it's fucking America. Fucking Assassin's Creed 1, Middle East. Assassin's Creed 2, Italy. It's fucking like, what the hell should I give a shit about the fucking name? Just call it what it is in the fucking location. Nobody gives a shit anymore. The story is fucking useless at this point, because fucking like, what the hell's the point? Desmond fucking fails and just lets some like psycho ghost chick take over the world. It's just like, oh well, what the hell do I have to do with the Assassin's Creed series anymore? God damn it!
Tell us how you really
Do
feel.
you need a hug? Do you need moral support?
We'll get him the sugar he needs.
Mrmoopsy, where did the game touch you?
And like fucking, I got more I can say, but I'm just like, you know what, fucking, I'm getting too heated. Somebody else go.
Well, again.
And another thing, just kidding.
Well, again, I wouldn't mind playing the pirate game they have, that Skull and Bones, even though it is just a plain old ripoff of
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, which is a ripoff of Assassin's Creed 4, which had the pirate ship battles.
See, the second Ross told me that you couldn't like actually go aboard the other person's ship, I was automatically disinterested.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing about
No!
Assassin?
No! Sit down!
Just one thing, come on! Wouldn't it be better to have a fucking Assassin's Creed game where it just goes into one location and then it gives you other time periods as DLC instead of making fucking constant new games?
Yeah, but money.
That sounds like Assassin's Creed, the MMO.
It would be so much better, because then like whenever they want to release a new Assassin's Creed like fucking location, it'll just be like its own special server.
Hmm.
And then that way you don't have to go around fucking trying to like sell us on this fucking bullshit. And I'll stop here because I can feel the rage coming back. So.
Well, plus Ubisoft's listening, so they're gonna be coming to your house in like 5 seconds.
Definitely take them.
To bring that dancing bear.
I'm trying to get sponsored by Ubisoft, man. I fucking love that game.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah. The only game that really stood out for me for Ubisoft was Beyond Good and Evil 2. And, and I love that it's an actual prequel because there's so many questions that need answered.
Wait, it's a prequel?
It's a prequel. Like, did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
You do know that's like young Jade, right?
Oh, so that's why she was part of the Empire.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's in it?
And that's
Of course.
also and that's also why and that's also why Paige didn't have that Dom infection in his hand either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that makes sense now.
Mm. Yeah, I'm very excited for that game. Although I guarantee you that game is never coming out. Just like Crackdown 3.
Ubisoft Ubisoft gets a higher score from me because they had extended Division 2 stuff, and you know, being my jam and all that.
Mm. How was the Guan Yu thing for For Honor, Eddie?
I don't play For Honor.
Well, I heard you talk. Well, I didn't hear you. Like you were talking about it in the other Discord. I was wondering.
Oh,
I don't play that piece of crap.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Yeah, he doesn't play that crap. Ubisoft.
Wink,
wink. Like, I'll have you know, I played a Division in Rainbow Six Siege regularly. They're adding to For Honor. They're adding a Eastern. Fuck, I forgot the name of it. But they're releasing DLC, and they're gonna have warriors from the East, and one of them look really suspiciously like Guan Yu, to the point where you think that's fucking Guan Yu, and you can't tell me any different.
Yep, that's about right.
Isn't Guan Yu from Kill Bill? Isn't that the one that trains the bride?
Excuse me?
All right, I'm thinking of somebody else then.
That's Pai Mei.
Oh.
You don't know the difference between Guan Yu and Pai Mei?
Oh gosh, that's funny.
that in the trailer they had someone wearing, well, the dude was wearing green and used the spear just like him. And it's like they even had some people from the Wu family as well, although I don't know who they are.
Woo!
If it was Joe Tai, I'd probably pick up For Honor in a heartbeat, but I know it's not, so I won't even subject myself to that struggle. But I will say it does look cool, and what they're doing with because what they're doing with For Honor was the same thing that they did with Siege. So, and then it's like it didn't release in the best of states, and Ubisoft was just like, I'm gonna take care of this precious baby, and then they do, and now Rainbow Six Siege is one of the most played games.
Yep, 35 million.
35 million. Not even too long ago they had like 30 million.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You said Siege, right?
Yeah, Siege.
Yeah, I'm surprised how popular that game got.
I'm not. I can see the reason why I did. It's actually very tactical and fun and stuff. Just me watching it, it's fun.
And isn't like there are also some people that are like that, because it's also got like really good destructible environments, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like I know that there are a lot of games that can like pull them off without seeing like it's a fake thing, you know, where it's just like, oh, only like these specific corners and everything. It's like, no, a lot of the house is like interactive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. And almost everything is destructible. You can't you can reinforce walls, you can reinforce floors. There's hatches for a tactical advantage that you can make use of and everything like that. It's just a big ass multiplayer game of chess, and I think that's where its charm comes in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean I've seen like gameplay and like people like just like freaking tricking the shit out of everyone, and then just like coming through a window and just like, haha, you thought I was in another place, bitch, and then just shoot everyone.
Yeah, pulling off that sick flank. That's what I'm about.
Hey.
A indeed, brother. A in fucking deed. That in the game is very challenging too. So there's just a certain feeling that you get whenever you just outsmart the shit out of another human being.
Hmm.
It's just something satisfying.
Hmm. Now, Moops, what are your thoughts on that Mario Rabbids DLC?
I only caught part of it because I had to take my dad to the doctor around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But I did catch some of it, and I did see that they're not, because when they originally announced it, I thought it was just going to be Donkey Kong's going to be playable.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw this footage, I saw that like they have more like enemies and stuff. So like now I'm seeing that it's going to be like an entirely different like world.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually like for that because I did think that like Mario Rabbids was actually like a really solid game. So the only thing I don't know, they might have shown it in the presentation, but I'm not all that aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're gonna have like, because I know they're gonna have Donkey Kong. I don't know if they're gonna have like a rabbit Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I don't think they said anything about that. So it's possible, but they didn't say anything.
Right. But I mean, like other than that, it's just like, no, yeah, I'm for it because like I'm saying, like the game's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like hopefully I'll have money to be able to get it or some shit. But until then,
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else on the list?
In this DLC, we learn about Donkey Kong's tragic past.
he hates Assassin's Creed too.
Holy shit.
His father was killed by rabbits, and his mother raped by rabbits.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that joke doesn't work as well as you think it does, Venom.
I will
Because
have
those are
no
like-
such rape in my cat.
I'm just saying, like, how you gonna be able to explain to the police officer that you got raped by a rabbit with Down syndrome?
Exactly.
That's how he got away with it.
But it'd be kind of terrifying if like Donkey Kong just heard like I don't know, his mom screaming, but then the rabbit just like
Okay, this is getting kind of graphic.
Yeah, you were going way too into this.
it'd just be like bam, bam. No, I'm just
Moving on.
Let's talk about that real game. Just Dance. Whatever it was. You
cares,
just did. Hey, I'm just trying to get away from this rape thing. Help the
you
brother
brought
out. But no, seriously, they brought a panda. They literally brought a panda to dance.
Yeah, fucking like speaking of furries.
You mean like a never mind. Okay, I for a second I'm all like a real panda. Like,
A real panda was dancing, and PETA had to
It
come
mauled
in.
someone in the audience.
Shit got real.
like somebody trained a panda like in Tekken.
It really got strange.
I mean, like, cause I mean, like, I don't know how much more we can really say about Ubisoft. You know, it had some stuff worth seeing, but like on average, it probably just got like I think everyone got like one game at least that they were interested in. Everything else was just like, okay, you know, it's fine if they're making it, but we don't really care.
I just think that everything was kind of two things.
I just think that everything is awesome.
Everything is
Everything is cool when you're part of
everything
it.
everything is kind of subpar except for the two things of the Rainbow Six Siege DLC and the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer.
Beyond Good and Evil 2, I know like almost everyone was interested in it. I never played the original, so I didn't care.
Play the original.
Now!
You really should though.
I mean, like, fucking, I know it's supposed to be really good, but I'm not interested.
The Rainbow
Just
Six,
like
the Rainbow
Killing
Six
Floor 2.
Siege. The Rainbow Six Siege one doesn't really count to me, just because they announced the two new operators that were already out, and it's more or less along the lines of, hey, we just thought I'd let you know that we have new operators out to play our game.
It's like, you don't have to tell me. I already played already.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
play it more.
Fucking play it more.
But that's part of the reason why it doesn't really count for me on this front.
Word. All right. So overall ratings.
Ubisoft gets a higher. Ubisoft gets an 8 from me.
Alrighty.
I give it. If it didn't have Beyond Good and Evil 2 and the Rainbow Six Siege DLC, it probably would have gone like maybe a 5, but I'll probably give it a 7 because it has them. So
Alrighty, Moops.
Ignore the Assassin's Creed rant I went on earlier. Again, I will not apologize. I would say I would give it a 5 for me. Like, there was only like one thing I was marginally interested in, and even then, it's just like it's just a DLC. You know, it's not like an entirely new game.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for the Beyond Good and Evil trailer, it would have been less. But I'm gonna give it a 6.
okay.
Yeah, because I'm really not interested in any of this other stuff that's on here.
Yeah.
It's just not me.
So I mean, this conference was just about average.
Yeah.
All right. Next one up. Bethesda.
Oh my god.
I noticed that like the most interesting one, or the one I'm most interested in, is at the top of this list.
Well, I honestly just typed these out. It's like da 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 da. Oh yeah, and that last one is like that last one. That's actually a thing. I forgot about that.
I was about to say let's give about 3 minutes for Mrmoopsy to just fangirl.
I will shield for Bethesda after what they showed for Doom Eternal. I fucking cannot wait. My brother and I are fucking like gushed about this fucking trailer. There was even this one part where like fucking if you know like any of the Doom 2 monsters like by heart, you would have recognized some of them. And there were like some that like my brother and I were just kind of like, hey, I remember that guy. I hated that guy. I can't wait to kill that guy in the new one.
Mrmoopsy memorizes them as much as like Pokemon.
Dude, I played the shit out of Doom 2 when I was a kid. I was like 7 when I played it.
It's like Cyber Demon, Revenant,
Archvile. Cause like fucking we're basically like I think Eddie's the youngest, right?
I'm the oldest. I'm amongst the oldest, probably.
Well, cause like we're all essentially '90s kids. So
How old are you, Eddie?
I'm 25.
No, you're not. I'm older than you.
I'm older than him.
I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
I thought I was amongst the oldest.
Get out of here, kid.
Try again, kiddo. I'm only a year older.
But because it's like we're '90s kids, and essentially what I'm trying to say is like fucking we all had like a couple. We had at least one fucking thing that it was just like, you know, like the M-rated, R-rated kind of fucking thing that like when we were kids we weren't supposed to see this, but we got our hands on it anyway and got to like fucking repeat watch it or play it or whatever. And Doom 2 was one of them for me. Because like fucking, I also remember I was talking to Jess about this earlier, how like my fucking 4-year-old nephew, or like my 5-year-old nephew, like he saw like the pause screen on when I was playing Doom, and he's like fucking telling me like, you know, I want to play that, and what I told him was just like, you know, no, I'm sorry, you can't play this, not until you're at least 8.
Oh.
Yeah, because that'll help.
That's
I mean, he'll be able to play better. I mean, fucking, we've all like, fucking, because what was the game you said that you played when you were like 6, Jazz? That you were just like, I can't fucking judge?
Nightmare Creatures.
That's the one.
Yeah, I can't judge at all, because at 6, I was literally playing that, and that shit gave me nightmares, literally.
Yeah, I had fucking seen like Terminator 2, RoboCop, I fucking played Amber, fucking played Doom 2. There was a ton of shit that I fucking played that I was just like, you know, this isn't good for like a kid under 10. It's like, nobody cares.
Oh, so now we're getting morals.
It's like, do you want my nephew to go on like a fucking Assassin's Creed rant like I just did? But no, fucking Doom is like easily like one of the biggies for me for the whole E3.
Well, I think everybody here knows my biggie.
Fallout 76.
Yep, that's the one. That is the one. Mm. All right, so
I mean,
oh, go ahead.
because I was just gonna say, after some of the announcements, is it still really the biggie?
I mean, for this conference, this is definitely not my big one.
It went down a couple of notches.
No, it's. I don't know how to feel about this game. I really don't. Like, I get the whole online thing and everybody's kind of excited for that, but Fallout is literally one of those games I feel like never needed online. It's just never needed it. And then they started adding all this other stuff, like the what was the nuke thing they were talking about?
Fucking the nuke mechanic where you could actually like blow up an opponent's base after you got a code from like to use the nuke.
Mm.
It was like you could use the code, nuke someone else's base, and then steal their materials.
Mm. It's just, that's, no. And then there doesn't seem to be any way to really turn it off from what I've looked at so far. So it's like, you either do the online or you're screwed. And I'm not okay with that, really, with Fallout.
Yeah, that was something I had a pretty big problem with Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear disarmament.
Yeah.
Although I will
that.
admit, I do like that death claw with wings.
Yeah, I forgot the actual name of that thing. That thing scares me. Like, I literally
like
told
or
Mrmoopsy,
something.
it's like, is that a death claw with wings? Nope, I'm out.
I think they put that in your highlights video.
Really? He's like, nope, I'm out. We're not doing this.
Nuh-uh, sir.
It's just, I really just don't know how to feel about that game. Like, there's certain things like the new monsters and stuff that you are going to fight, and the fact that it's a prequel, I guess they're saying, which is odd choice, but sure.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like right after the Fallout or something like that.
Yeah, which explains why everything was still so green. I was just like, what the heck is this? Where's the brown?
This new color is scary.
But even then, watching the Bethesda, watching the conference, they were even saying it's like, yeah, we've done story so many times, we want to try something else.
Which I give them credit for it. Like, that's another reason why I'm like, okay, maybe they are trying something new. And
Well,
they just,
I can't
to me-
really. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, to me, it's like they're basically just making the whole what is it called? The whole renovation of certain areas of Fallout 4 into just its own game.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that actually. Now that you
Yeah.
put it that way.
Like
Ooh.
I can see it too because like when we were watching the trailer for 76, I actually like did ask Jazz if some of that stuff was in Fallout 4.
No, yeah, it definitely is. That was actually my least favorite part of Fallout 4 is that damn building of the base thing and whatnot. It felt like so pointless.
Although I did hear that the world of Fallout 76 is actually bigger than Fallout 4.
Well, I would hope so if you're gonna have like which I'm guessing here is 4-player co-op, I guess.
that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I would hope that the world is bigger because if it's the regular size of some of the other games, that's gonna feel really small, really fast. Yeah, I don't.
That's why I'm wondering if there's still like open world like going around and stuff.
It probably will be.
Yeah.
Just because like that's just the very nature of Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they won't have anything like that. Like it'll definitely be open world. It's just that I think they're making the Fallout world volatile with the whole multiplayer and nuke system in the base building.
Which the
It's
base
like-
building is gonna be a pain.
Yeah, it will be. It's pretty much just like, yeah, you're gonna play on survival difficulty, and instead of being afraid of the outside world of PvE, you're gonna be afraid of the outside world of PvP. Well, I sure hope you brought friends.
Nope.
And even then, it's
Well, if
like you
anything,
still. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if anything, I'd be more scared of if they, for like, for battle armor or power armor. I mean,
Yeah, because that was one of my big things I thought when they did PvP things. It's like, okay, if you face anyone with power armor and you don't have it, you're screwed.
pretty much.
Yeah, boy.
And then not only that, but like you said with the PvP thing, but it looks like they're also going to add the PvE elements with that big giant monster they kept showing, other than the flying Deathclaw thing. And it's like, that's another reason why it's like base is going to be a pain, because you're worrying about other players and you're worried about that big thing. It's just like, okay, it's a lot of shit happening to you at once.
I wish. I think something that would make it cooler is if, like, maybe you could befriend some of the monsters. Like, imagine having your own like pet Deathclaw.
Which you could do in 3 after you got a certain perk. Which
Oh,
I
that's
kind of
right.
wonder if they have those perks back like that.
I hope not.
It would make things kind of unbalanced in that way, if to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm mostly saying it because, like, just imagine just a whole clusterfuck of just power armors and death claws, and somebody just shoots a fat man.
No, jeez. Just have those flying around all over the place. Oh god, I can't even imagine that. I don't even know if the frame rate would handle it, because every time you would find, even in Fallout 4, the frame rate really couldn't handle the fat man shooting.
Really couldn't.
Like, unless you were like on PC with like the best graphic thing ever, it would be like, oh, super slowdown. But I'll try, if I can get in the beta, I'll try it, and probably might have different opinions on it when I try it. But overall, I don't know. Oh
You
yeah.
probably got every reason to be skeptical.
Oh, but I was gonna say, Mrmoopsy, like I said in the thing, like somebody really is playing Fallout Shelter on console right now, like on my friends list.
Yeah.
Like,
What is Fallout Shelter?
It's a little phone game.
Yeah, it's a phone
Yeah.
game where like you have to make sure your vault is like secure and whatnot, so that when you can get out of the vault, everybody's okay when they do so. So like you're literally building a community of
Is
like
is that tied to Fallout 4?
it was, and then they stopped and made it its own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they might do something with Fallout 76 on this one like they did with 4, but who knows?
Who knows?
It'd be interesting if they did, but oh yeah, and how about that Skyrim on Alexa?
Got another port.
Literally another port.
I don't think that's real.
It's real. I've
They
seen
said it's
it.
real.
Yeah, I've literally seen it. It's real.
Jesus.
It's like
Todd
when-
Howard is not he's not playing around.
What's next? Bethesda like makes it mandatory that you have your eyes taken out and replaced with cyborg eyes that make it so everything is Skyrim.
And you know somebody's gonna do it.
I was gonna say Skyrim on the Game Boy Advance.
Skyrim on Etch-a-Sketch, boys. We going.
Skyrim on the Atari.
Pen and paper Skyrim.
The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Battle Royale.
Hey, that's
With
yours.
Dante.
You say that, but it will probably go there eventually.
Howard's probably listening in.
featuring
Dante from the Devil May Cry
series.
I'd probably want to play it then.
That would be cool, actually.
Takes a sample of your memory waves and then puts in your favorite characters in Skyrim. It's like, shit, that's how they got me.
Oh yeah, and also Elder Scrolls 6. It's coming out, so please play Elder Scrolls Blade. We really want you to try that mobile game.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm good.
I wonder if I can find that thing. But no, overall, not too bad for Bethesda.
Oh yeah, I do want to say the freaking
They embraced memes.
Oh yeah, they hella embrace memes.
I'm glad. I will say too. I'm glad Wolfenstein finally has waifus.
I do think that's interesting that they made it not just one but two. Like that is kind of interesting, because like it's like a full co-op thing, which is I think it's kind of new to Wolfenstein, isn't it?
Yeah.
To my knowledge, it is. Cause it's primary. It's basically like Doom. It's always been like an FPS.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I will say that I was kind of disappointed with Bethesda is that they're not making a new Dishonored.
Didn't they just make one last year?
Yeah, well, I think they made Dishonored 2 in 2016, and then they came
I
out
want
with
another one.
Yeah,
well, fuck you.
So why not make Dishonored 3?
I mean,
Take
hey,
time.
I mean, oh sure, why not?
Whatever gets you to shut up faster.
Well, no, I think we got pretty much done with Bethesda. So ratings.
It's lit.
It's lit.
All right then.
It gets a 7 out of me because they had a really good conference. Everybody loved what they had to offer.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do that, hey, who the hell am I to deny? Like, who the hell am I to hate, right? If people
You're
are
Eddie.
loving their, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm Eddie, of course, but that didn't have anything to do with this.
Doesn't it?
No,
Freaking Josh.
like no, it has nothing to do with this. You're just being a slut.
Or okay, I'll say this then. The one thing that I was legitimately disappointed with was that there's not going to be any DLC for Evil Within 2.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Because I'm surprised they haven't. Because honestly, that game sold very well. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't do anything with it.
I know, I love it. Like it was better. It's a lot better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, can we get some DLC, please?
No. I am Todd Howard. I say no.
Play my mobile game.
Play Skyrim on Alexa. But I don't have an Alexa. Then buy one.
And then play Skyrim. What was yours, Venom?
What was my what?
Your rating?
Rating.
Oh, I mean, I'll give it like an 8 because I am happy that we're getting a Rage 2, even though I still need to finish the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, I like Wolfenstein waifus, and then the new Doom.
Oh, all these niggas is behind us, bro.
No shit.
And then
Right.
Playing Fortnite Battle Royale.
And then 76 looks pretty good too. And then they're bringing back Quake, so yeah, so I'll give it an 8.
Mrmoopsy?
Because I did forget about the Wolfenstein Youngbloods. I kind of hope it's on the Switch version.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I would have to say I'm gonna give it a 7. Because as much as I love how they did announce another Doom, like Bethesda's like other games, they just didn't really grab me that much, you know. Like it could have just been like, but if Bethesda just announced Doom and then like we're out, then I'd probably give it a higher score, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I'm about the same. I did really wish, because I mean I know they showed a lot of Rage too, but I did wish they did more with the driving aspect because that's the biggest part about Rage. But overall, I'd be about 7. Yeah, 7 sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm only giving it 8 just because of the fact that, like I said, no Evil Within 2 DLC. So.
Hmm.
But 8 is higher than a 7.
And 7, 8,
What?
9.
Oh.
Get out.
You're welcome. All right, up next. I'm actually. Does anybody even want? Before I do this, does anyone even want to talk about Devolver?
I didn't even see that one.
Okay, we're skipping that. Literally.
My vote matters.
All right. Next up, we have Square Enix.
Oh God, what didn't Square Enix do?
So
Like, well,
okay, well, okay. So one thing, I kind of think they dropped the ball a little bit on this one. For the conference itself, not exactly what they did, but like for the conference, they announced the release date of Kingdom Hearts 3 before the conference.
yeah, I have to agree with you there. That one's because that one they dropped the ball on because of the fact that like fucking that's one of the big properties they're trying to sell. And if I remember correctly, they first showed it on Microsoft. Like, I get that like because one thing is I understand that they were showing a bunch of like a variety of trailers so that you weren't seeing like the exact same thing every time.
Mm.
That being said, it's like the first one to get like acknowledgement of the Kingdom Hearts trailer, the first one to show it, that's the one where like you sort of recognize where they announced it, you know? So it's like, of course, it would make sense that for Square Enix, they'd want to announce it in the Square Enix conference, not the Microsoft conference.
Well, they didn't. They announced it on Twitter.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's like, why? Like, don't get me wrong. Finally, a release date. Shit. But why not at your own conference?
It was funny too because I remember reading this Twitter about how this guy got pissed that nobody cared about the fact that Frozen was going to be in it, but the fact that we see Dark Aqua.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you really follow the story, of course that's going to be more important than Frozen.
That's what I mean. It's like it's part of the main story. Like, unless it turns out that Elsa was Xemnas in disguise or something like that.
That would be the best plot twist ever.
Let it go, Sora.
I mean, like,
Let it go.
yeah, I'm sorry, Square Enix, but no amount of Keith David's gonna save you if you're gonna fucking release the fucking stuff for Kingdom Hearts 3 like that.
Like, why would you give your biggest gun away? Literally.
Pretty much, because that like Kingdom Hearts 3 was one to rival like the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand it. And then like the other games, like, oh, but we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's like we saw that at Microsoft.
Yeah.
Here it is again.
Enjoy it.
Buy it now.
We can't. It doesn't come out till a couple months.
You can pre-order.
Although to be fair, I did enjoy Rise of the Tomb Raider, so hopefully Shadow.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna get it, but
Yeah.
why do I care at this conference?
It kills your hype.
Yeah. Eddie. So, well, I don't know because you don't play it. What do you think about the Final Fantasy 14 crossover with Monster Hunter?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, actually, I wanted to talk about that. That like, I'm hoping that Capcom does more like guest monsters in the future.
Mm.
That would be awesome. I kind of feel like it really depends on how Final Fantasy 14, how the Behemoth event ends up turning out for them.
Mm.
Like me and my friend were talking about it. Like that, it would be badass if they bring in like Guts from Berserk.
That's the monster.
No, well,
That would be weird as shit.
I was actually thinking,
How the?
That essentially just be Dark Souls at that
Really?
point.
1v1 me, bitch.
no, but I was because like there's that one guy that can turn into like that crystal dragon that like works for the archangels. I forget his name. He's the one that Guts uses the Berserker armor for the first time against.
I haven't even gotten that far, man. Fucking like the website when I used to read Berserk fucking took forever to fucking upload.
But I would want him to be the monster, and then like maybe Guts would be there like through a magic portal, and then like just be like.
What is really good about this is because it opens up like a multitude of games where you could where you could like insert a monster hunter or insert a monster and make it a monster hunter monster, and then you could really see what kind of armor you could get from that. Because I'm curious about what kind of armor the Behemoth drops, because I imagine it's gonna be either like a Final Fantasy VII character or a Final Fantasy XIV like same as like armor.
Mm-hmm.
So like, or some people have said, you know, it's just like a fucking armor based off of the behemoth, which even that would be pretty cool to see. So like, and it opens up a lot of doors because like I'm sure like one of the most obvious choices, if they were to cross over with another companies, they'd be asking for like, you know, a From Software monster, you know, like maybe that fucking like giant mouse dragon. I forget what it's called. Gaping dragon, I think it's called. Or
Yeah,
some
it's like
shit like that.
Gaping Dragon.
Yeah, like, you know, maybe they could make that one a Monster Hunter monster too. Or maybe something from Neo or fucking something from Kingdom Hearts, you know? It's just like the doors are open to see what kind of like giant ass monster they could bring.
Mm-hmm. I would want Cerberus from Devil May Cry.
That one would be really cool and interesting.
Yeah.
And an asshole to fight.
Definitely an asshole to fight. No, I'm interested. I'm kind of wondering when the release will be for Behemoth. And
So far we just know that all they said is summer. So
Yeah.
it could be sometime within the next 2 months.
yeah.
That and I re-downloaded Monster Hunter.
Hey.
Also, I'm a little curious about like what the little Cactuar was about, because I feel like that might be like your Phalanx is gonna be able to get that as an armor set.
It's gonna be weird.
It'd be weird, but I would actually be really interested in it because like just to see how he changes and shit. Because remember, that's not the only monster that like that, or that's not the only armor set that makes like would make a full change to your Phalanx. They also did that with Mega Man.
Nah, man. If he doesn't do 1,000 needles, which is an instant kill, I don't want it.
I think you're thinking King Cactuar.
Hey, I don't care. 1,000 needles or no buy.
We want 1,000 needles though. I think we can agree on that. We want 1,000 needles.
But no, it's a pretty cool thing though that they did. I'm surprised this is like one of the only times that they've really kind of collaborated, really.
Yeah, because my brother asked me that, and so I asked you, and you ended up telling me, he's like, no, they've done like maybe some like little outside shit, but nothing mainstream. It's just like, this is the first big mainstream step, so it's just like, I honestly feel like everyone wants to see more collaboration between the two companies because of this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, anything else you want to talk? Oh yeah, I did want to talk about Captain Spirit because I didn't want to like when I saw that, because I only saw like highlights of it. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I realized who the developer was.
Hey, is this another little Nemo thing?
I know, right? But now I realized who the developer was, which is the same developer of Life is Strange, which automatically piqued my interest. It's like, okay, I'm into it.
Okay, is this kid?
I know, right? Would never forget that spoiler. I hate that person to the end of time. But I'm interested in Captain Spirit, and I will be looking forward to that whenever that comes out.
For me, the Square Enix conference, it was a real solid conference because, like, Kingdom Hearts 3 for me is not their big seller in my eyes because it took so long for them to make a Kingdom Hearts 3 that after a certain point, like, they just lost me, you know? Because, like, I think it was, like, by the time they hit, like, the fucking 4th spin-off game, I was just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. So, like, they lost me there. When I saw Just Cause 4 at the Microsoft conference, that one I was actually pretty hype about because I did have a lot of fun with Just Cause 3. And playing as, like, some kind of, like, fucked up gun-toting Spider-Man was, like, super fun for me. We talked about, like, the Final Fantasy XIV DLC, and then I am actually looking forward to Dragon Quest XI. Like, I had a ton of fun.
Okay, so that character, like, I want to say he's the main character, possibly. The one he looks just like Android 17.
So even more reason to want to play it. Don't you want to play as the MVP of the Tournament of Power?
Don't get me started with that bullshit.
Well, like, because since the artist for the Dragon Quest franchise has always been Toriyama.
Yeah, I'm just like, really though? Like you weren't even
I-
hiding it.
I don't know if he was going for that because he was just like, oh, because people love Android 17 right now. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I don't think that was what he had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
He's all of a sudden a little pessimistic, like, yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then there's Quiet Man. Yeah.
Look kind of.
Which is,
It
which is
didn't
just
look all that
basically
interesting.
the-
Kind of generic.
It's basically just the pacifier of the video. No, the equalizer of the video game.
But see, here's the thing. He just beat up those random people, but they were just there. It's like,
I know.
like what? Why?
What would have got your attention a lot more is if fucking he walks up to a little old lady. He's like, "Oh, hi, like some candy?" Pop, 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 pop. Quiet man.
that would pique my interest, all right. I don't know why it's happening, but it makes as much sense with Death Stranding. So
It's like, see, that's
Yeah,
how they get you with marketing.
I wanna say for the record, Death Stranding to me is just Kojima's take on Pikmin.
We'll get to that, Venom.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
that.
But you guys, anything you guys want to talk about for this?
No, not really.
Well, I mean, every time I look at Captain Spirit, that sounds like a character in My Hero Academia.
It really does.
But like a B-grade hero.
Yeah, I mean, they already did their big guns with Kingdom Hearts 3, and they already kind of ruined Shadow of the Tomb Raider's reveal. So it's like,
Be like, oh, like, what do you got?
Yeah.
Like unless they were gonna make a Sleeping Dogs 2, I would want that.
I will say, if there is a game I was hoping to see, like from the Squeenix presentation, it would be Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Didn't they already announced that one?
They said I think it's like they're working on it, but they haven't shown like any full video.
Well, at least that one's getting created. But like I said, they just like won't do anything with Sleeping Dogs.
Because didn't it sell poorly, or at least below expectations?
No, it's
No, it's
very
really
well.
good. Yeah. It's like one of the only kind of GTA style games I'll ever play and not get bored of.
Take that, GTA.
Yeah. Ratings? Let's start with you, Moopsy.
Why is it always me? I'm just kidding. I give it an 8. This was definitely solid. In like the for me, it's just like because the games I had written on my list earlier, for like the Microsoft stuff, it's just like 2 of them were here already. They were presented, so it's just like, okay, I know they're being made and it's awesome, but you know, like half the stuff that was in here it was already spoiled to me. The other half, though, that's the part that really piqued my interest. Because like one thing though is like we have it as Final Fantasy 14 DLC. It's the whole thing about how Final Fantasy is doing a Rathalos fight, and it really piqued my interest because I started thinking like, oh, you know, will this go both ways? Will this go like, you know, now Capcom's gonna get some to fight for fucking from Final Fantasy? Because there was a part of me that was thinking maybe we might fight like a summon or something. I'm not disappointed that we're getting fucking Behemoth. But you know, like that's something that was new and unexpected, and it really hyped me up. Like I started speculating like right that moment.
Alrighty.
So yeah, for me it's an 8.
I'll go next. And honestly, because I saw Shadow of the Tomb Raider already, and they kind of busted it on the Kingdom Hearts 3 thing. I mean, the Final Fantasy 14 did pique my interest for the game, so that says a lot, I guess. But other than that, I can't go higher than the 6 on this one. Like, nothing really interested me that much compared to...
I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah, I can't go higher than the 6 on this. Venom.
For me, I would have to say if they didn't show the date for Kingdom Hearts 3, I would have given it a 10. But because they did, I'll give it a 7.
Damn.
Wait, you're giving them shit because they did say something?
Yeah, that's the same for me. Like they
Oh.
broke it already, so
Oh, because like for some reason I like
because
like-
they didn't do it they like revealed it beforehand.
yeah.
right, because like I sort of like misheard, or I didn't understand right away because I was thinking it's just like, oh, because they did give a release date during this conference, fucking like that's why I hate them for it. And I'm just like, wait a minute.
Hmm.
Oh, so when I do it, it's uncalled for. But when Joss does it, it's like, oh, okay.
Because I'm the best.
He's
You'll
Pokemon
learn
master.
this soon, rookie.
Yeah, you're new. Don't forget. All right, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm happy that Kingdom Hearts 3 gets a release date. Gets a 6. Just because I'm not interested in like none of that. Maybe the Final Fantasy 14 and Monster Hunter collaboration, but that's it.
Word. All right. Now we are on to Sony / PlayStation. Peace.
I will say there was one announcement that was in the PC.
Oh wait, fuck. We'll do that after it. For some
Alright,
reason, my things were mixed.
But okay, so I guess who wants to start for this one?
Everyone was really happy about Spider-Man. That's some cool shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
No, a Bloodborne 2.
Well, I mean, when From Software did the Shadows Die Twice, I knew no Bloodborne 2 was going to be announced. Wasn't.
And he's just like, no, Bloodborne. But I guess fucking I'll go. Cause let's see, because yeah, we had the Spider-Man stuff that was really fucking awesome. The Spider-Man PS4 hands-on. I was talking to Jess earlier about how there was this one part where like fucking Spider-Man was fighting on this rooftop, and then when he was beating up criminals, some of them were flying off the side of the building. And I was telling him about how like I was laughing my ass off because there would be like fucking like the moment like a guy went off the side of the building, the fucking like Twitch chat would go berserk and go like, oh my god, Spider-Man killed a guy.
Like he hasn't done that before in comics.
So like fucking, but yeah, like it's really looking like a good Spider-Man game. I'm really hyped for that. Let's see, Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm glad we got to see some footage, because like that'll definitely quell like a lot of the fucking fans. And I didn't get to see that, or like I saw some Death Stranding stuff. I didn't get to see everything because I was in a bad situation at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
So like I tried to see like watch as much as I could, but I will say this: the stupid thing I've been seeing about the Resident Evil 2 remake is how some people are complaining about how it's over the shoulder. They are literally saying like I don't like this because it's not tank controls.
I thought you were going to talk about their faces.
I will say fucking Claire looks porcelain as all hell, but for Leon, I'm just kind of like, eh.
But no, like, yeah. But I don't agree with
remember,
either of those reasons, to be honest.
Well, it's funny too because like I remember watching the video of Maximilian reacting to the Resident Evil 2 trailer, and like when he looks at Leon, he's like, Man, look at Leon. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's almost like it's his first day or something." And I'm just like, "It's because it is his first day."
You know he's
fucking
being,
idiot.
you know he was being like sarcastic, right?
I don't know. The way the tone of his voice didn't sound like it was sarcasm.
No, like literally, he says it like that all the time. He's being sarcastic.
But like no, like that's the stupid thing I've been seeing from Resident Evil 2. Like, I don't even want to call them fanboys at this point because I'm just like, you're getting Resident Evil 2 remake, and you're still finding shit to bitch about. I'm pretty like, these guys are like total non-fans.
Well, see, it's the same people who were bitching about Resident Evil 7 and how, why doesn't it have X character in the thing? Why does Chris look like that? Oh my gosh, what the hell? It's the same people.
Who's this
They're still
guy?
going to be the same people who are going to buy the game anyway.
I mean, like, in my mind, I almost want to say that they are as much fans as DMC Dante was like the real Dante.
Basically.
That's why I'm hoping in Devil May Cry 5 they'll make an Easter egg that'll basically say that DMC Devil May Cry was a bitch.
I think
Do
there's
it
been some
backwards.
people that have said that, like, they have said some shit like that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
But yeah, like, remake looks good. Spider-Man, I'm definitely gonna fucking get. Everything else, well, Death Stranding, from what I could see, it looks like I'm still intrigued because, like, fucking Kojima's like one of my favorite directors.
Mm.
But you know, I'm also like, there's also like a small part of me that says, you know, but don't like, you know, fucking lose your shit if it turns out like he failed in this one.
Mm.
You know, so it's just like I have that disclaimer in the back of my mind at all times. So, but
Word.
overall, I was somewhat impressed.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean,
okay.
I was gonna say that just like, and like my brother told me this because like I was kind of sad that Venom won't be in the new Spider-Man.
Oh, he won't?
That's what I heard.
Where'd you
But-
hear that from?
He says brother.
Oh, I was like, because I haven't seen any outlet that said that yet.
I thought somebody from the Insomniac team said that Venom won't be in it.
I mean, if they
But then-
did,
but
it must
then
have been
you-
like somewhere off the conference, because I was watching that actually pretty intently. Because it was one of the games, one
Like
of my
a
bigger games. Like I've been just staring at them. I was at the conference staring.
And he went all Sharingan on it.
I was looking at their lips. I was making sure all of the words were their right words.
But no, like I haven't heard anything about that and from the conference. So if it has been said, it must have been somewhere off somewhere.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, because Venom is definitely one of my must-haves for this Spider-Man game.
Oh, well, thank you, Moopsy.
Not you, bitch.
Shut your lying ass up.
Oh God. I was waiting to make that joke as soon as he said it.
But no, there honestly for the conference, I don't think there really was a single game. I was just like, I'm gonna get that game. I'm gonna get that game. I'm gonna get this game.
You were or you weren't?
I was.
I were.
like I'm literally getting pretty much every game they showed. I think I can't think of really one that they showed. I was like, I don't want this. Now I will say I'm giving up on figuring out what the fuck Death Stranding is. I give up. You win.
Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, dude, stop trying to figure it out.
I give up.
I think Eddie and like the other guy were too.
Lee gave
Yeah.
up the first trailer, I think. But no, like honestly, every game has my interest, and RE2 is my game of the con, really.
As is Chisholm.
I mean, like literally everything I've seen about that game, I'm like, yes, give it to me now. The only problem I have with that game is its release date, and I'll tell you why.
When is it?
January 25th. 4 days later, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Oh, that is pretty bad.
That's my problem.
It's like that meme where you just see those two buttons and that guy's like wiping sweat off his brow.
That's literally me right now. Like, God damn it.
I think both games are gonna do good, but I feel like they're also gonna be getting in each other's way because of that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It'll be like shoving buddies.
My time. No, my time. Donald in the background. And,
Oh yeah, so
mhm.
what I was gonna talk about was Death Stranding and how just from looking at the gameplay footage, I'm all like, this kind of reminds me of Pikmin. It's like you're a spaceman grabbing scrap to like do stuff, and like you have to hide from horrible, scary monsters, and
That sounds a lot more generic than you're making.
Yeah, it really sounds
And,
way
and then
more
you have
generic
like
than it should be.
weird alien-looking baby things that I guess help you.
Honestly, if it wasn't for that baby fucking, and even then, that sounds a little like, well, no, that's a description of the Pikmin. It's like even then.
Although the one thing I wonder too is like why, what use is there to carry a dead body?
Maybe those Dementor things were like, we're gonna take it if you didn't take it with them.
I know, but why take it anyway?
Why are you questioning this?
You're trying to figure it out. You're doing what Jazz
I
did.
don't, why question a question?
Just give up. You will never learn.
You won't learn until you play it.
Even then, I'm skeptic. I don't know if we'll learn then.
I know, and then there's those like creepy invisible alien things with like the umbilical cords.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like fucking again. Don't ask questions. No one's gonna get it.
Although-
Because you're trying to figure out something that's like a brainchild of Kojima and Del Toro. Do you really think you can understand even just one of those guys?
You know what? Up until a certain point, I would have said yes to Del Toro. then there was just a moment with the fish lady thing and the whole thing. Just no.
And then you're like, I give up.
Then it's like I kind of see the gameplay that kind of looks like Metal Gear Solid 5. It kind of reminds me of that a bit.
Because he crouched.
That's what I was thinking. Is like, because he crouched? I guess every game is Metal Gear Solid 5 right now.
I know, too bad that rumor that Konami was gonna redo Metal Gear Solid 3 turned out to be false.
Good luck.
But then again, it's Konami, so like I wouldn't have held my breath anyway.
Like, dude, their reputation right now tanked so bad they're as bad as Activision. That's how bad it got.
They're as bad as they're even worse. No, not worse as EA. No, well,
Like EA, Activision, and Konami are like all bottom tier fucking right now.
a trinity of shit.
Yeah, the unholy trinity.
Which is funny because I'm guessing Capcom got out of that trinity.
Yeah, because it was like, because like I've been telling Jazz that it's just like during that like what I call like the hate run, which was like 2012 through 2014, like they were down there. They were like they were the ones highest to get out, but they were still kind of down there. But
Yeah.
but after a while, I think it's I would say like 2015, 2016, they started to do like real consumer friendly shit and making the right decisions. So like I'd say right now, if I had to guess, like in the public eye, they're probably like mid tier.
Yeah, because they're still, even with the way Street Fighter V is going, they're still not great with fighters and stuff. So they need to get somewhere in there, and then they'll be back to God status.
Yeah, they'll be back to like late 90s, early 2000s Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I know Street Fighter V is like it gets a bad rap, but it still does like a lot of good shit. But yeah, Marvel Infinite was definitely like a bad blow to them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because to me, I felt like,
Never mind. Well, it's just like the thing that destroyed Marvel Infinite to me was the deadline. If they had just taken their time with it, I feel like it might have been a lot better game.
I mean, the gameplay is solid, but there was a bunch of other stuff that like really got on people's nerves.
Well, like Butterface Chun-Li.
I mean, like I knew you were gonna bring that up.
And then they made, but then like the thing too is that, yeah, okay, her face looks good, but then what are you gonna do about her orangutan titties in her dress?
Orangutan titties.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like that's all him. At that point.
And then even her legs looked kind of weird. Like they were skinny, but they tried to make them look like they had muscles, so like it just looked weird.
I don't like. I'm not opposed to them going like 3D character models, but yeah, they could have used the work on some of them. Because like I know some people were more of like, well, how come they didn't do Marvel 3 style? It's just like because that one's unique to the comic book style that they were going for.
It would have
That
been
one-
better off though.
That one-
In
that one
comparison to
too.
how it ended up, easily, of course. I'm just
That
saying
one-
that it's like I'm open to them doing like regular 3D models.
And then that one too had more Marvel say in it. Or no,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Infinite did. Infinite did.
Infinite did or didn't?
Infinite did.
Okay. Yeah, and I felt like if Marvel didn't have a lot of say in it, but Capcom could have probably made it better.
Well, I mean, because Capcom would have fucking brought in the X-Men, but because of that fucking bullshit, that's why they had to stick to like a lot of Marvel Cinematic Universe characters.
I don't know, and I don't think they're making any more DLC for Infinite, are they?
At this point, no.
No.
No, it started off far too wrong.
Yeah. So that's why when we did our E3 predictions pod, I said, you know what, just fucking scrap Infinite and work on a new one.
And I said, do one more. Just one more thing.
Do what EA did with Battlefront. Just scrap.
Oh,
the whole
please.
thing.
I'm about to say no. I'm about to say, please don't. No.
Not the loot boxes, yeah. Not the loot boxes. Fucking like this all curled up to his knees. It's just like, no, I don't want them to do more loot boxes, man. I already like the game. He's like,
Not the loot box idea, but just the scrap idea.
yeah.
Yeah. Alright. But yeah. What about you, Eddie? What stood out to you for Sony?
That I predicted that it was The Last of Us 2 would have started it off.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, like at this point, Sony doesn't need to surprise people.
No, they don't.
Controversy.
Yeah, like they don't need to. Sony's at the top of their game right now. There's nothing that they need to do to wow us.
Well, because fucking Microsoft is such a non-threat to them.
Yeah.
I know, it's like when they first announced Xbox One, it's like their only real the only real ammo they had against Sony was just, hey, we have Killer Instinct. But then that's it.
Well, like that's the one that ended
Everything
up
else-
sticking. Everything else that did suck.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
either it
Either
sucked.
or was scrapped.
Well, it was like it either sucked, got ported, or scrapped.
Yeah. So it's like now they had nothing after Killer Instinct.
They really didn't.
And that was supposed to be like the competitor to Street Fighter V.
I mean, it was a good competitor for a while.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like,
Yeah, for a
fucking-
while it was.
But then it's just like because Street Fighter kept going. I think Killer Instinct it ended up going a lot faster, so they burnt out faster too.
Well, yeah, because it was
Yeah.
its only thing. Xbox would be like, "Oh yeah, we got it."
Yeah. So it's just like I can see why.
It was like Killer Instinct was like a dying star, and it just eventually burned out.
Well, I mean, they had to carry the most ridiculous thing ever.
Oh my god, dude! And that's not even talking about like all the old shit they tried to like fucking force on you.
Yeah.
So it's just like it had to carry like fucking the world's heaviest thing.
Yeah.
Well, and plus, it had to like make up for that one asshole that presented the Xbox One, and then gave that stupid answer of like, oh, well, if that's the case, then you should just stick to the Xbox 360. Blah, blah, blah.
And a lot of the fucking fans said, you know what? Maybe we will.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that guy was fired.
Oh yeah, he was completely fired.
Because like after that, you never saw him again.
Mm.
It was that fucking cartoon thing where like they just open up the doors and he goes flying out the building.
Oh, yeah. I'm fired, aren't I?
Absolutely.
But so
Yeah,
ratings
just why-
or
because-
Yeah,
well,
I
just,
think we can go
just-
ratings.
Well, I just wanted to add one little thing. But it's just like, why would you have that guy present your new thing? It's just,
Well, I mean,
Well,
at
I
the
mean,
time he
like-
was like big CEO dude.
he was, and I mean like you kind of don't expect him to fucking shoot himself in the foot. You expect him
Exactly.
to be like be something of a salesman and go like, well, because we can do this and this and this. Not so much be like, well, fuck you guys if you're too broke and stupid to get an Xbox One roller skate.
I know. And then like maybe even just say like, well, maybe we'll consider it in the future if people really want it. That would have been a lot better answer.
Anything would have been silence would have been a better answer.
hmm
Just him walking away from the report.
Like he just stares for a while, walks away.
Where's the? You might have got some memes out of it.
Yeah. That reminds me, I gotta make this meme.
So for me, for rating, I give it a 10. I would have given it 11 if there was Bloodborne 2, but what are you gonna do?
Word.
Maybe
Not
next.
give it
Maybe
an
next.
11?
Maybe next year, champ.
Maybe next year, son.
Yeah, I give it a 10.
What about you, Moops?
I would give it an cause it was such a weird time. I almost want to like, I'm not gonna say it was a bad conference. I'm just gonna say because it was in too weird a time, I'm gonna pass.
You can
What?
pass.
What does that mean?
We don't pass
Well,
here.
yeah. I can give a fucking like good description and fucking like rating based off of me being in the hospital with my dad trying to fucking watch the conference.
Yes, you can.
So wait, does that mean like Moopsy's thing is like a question mark out of 10?
Yes, which means it's an automatic 10 out of 10.
He's putting words in my mouth, guys. Help me.
Hey, if you're not going to, I will.
It's like question mark. That's a weird way to say 10.
Fine. I'll do it because I got a gun up against my head. God damn it.
You don't puss out here.
I'll give it an 8.5 because I've been looking forward to Spider-Man, and I'm glad that it's just like because I've said it before. I'm a Capcom fanboy, so it's just like for them to announce publicly show Resident Evil 2 remake. It's something that's like another step for them going back to their former glory.
Word.
You happy?
Yes. You didn't
Yes.
puss out. I can
Yeah,
call
we
you my
just-
brother now. I'm gonna give it the same 8.5. Cause honestly, yeah, it was everything I wanted, but
It gets the highest because they went in with the most confidence and they didn't fuck up.
mm-hmm.
And they didn't say buy a PS3, lol.
Exactly. What about you, Edward?
No,
Oh, so-
it gets a 9 because everything on the product was solid.
Word.
It gets. I only say that is because Sony was the only people who came in with nothing to worry about.
Mm.
Dude, they fucking could have gotten like, if Sony was a person, it would have fucking come in with like the most fucking confidence.
Oh, you know what? That's right. It reminded me of that part when they showed off the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer, and then like they didn't turn off the developers' mics. So as the trailer was rolling, you just hear them in the background just like, yes, we did it, yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I'm like, aw.
Hey, be happy. He did it finally.
They're like, whoa, goddamn it! I'm so fucking amped right now. I can do a line of coke. Hey man, your mic's still on. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I want them to hear me doing coke.
Does this mic have coke? This is gonna stay up.
How about you, Venom?
I was gonna say too that
He said 10.
that's why. But I was gonna just add the fact that too, like what didn't help Microsoft's case either was the fact that freaking even Sony was bashing them for the whole, oh, you can't game share on an Xbox One, and then like
Dude.
they made that.
Yeah, that's
They made
last year.
that.
Yeah.
They what?
That was last year,
Hmm.
Well, that was when they were fucking announcing the PlayStation 4 and everything.
or 2 years ago. Actually.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
No, I know. It was just like we were talking about that guy that it's like, oh, stick to Xbox 360 and stuff,
Oh.
and how like how Microsoft's kind of going downhill. I just mean like they're really hitting rock bottom now since last year.
Next gen console has to pick up the pace insane. Like they have to start off running, otherwise they're not. I don't think they're gonna last as much in the console market.
Nope.
No, and the fucked up part is they did that to them.
Yep.
They really did. Because it's funny because it's just like the Xbox was the one that reignited the console wars, but then they're the ones that are getting their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's
yeah.
like it's like a fucking arrogant, like cocky guy who's got like some fucking muscle trying to go up against like the biggest fucker that's like bothering nobody.
Yeah. And like Sony's focus on their consoles is just like console, play games on it. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're good. Not in the PS3 era, it's just like, hey, look, we got our exclusives. You know, we're doing our thing, and Xbox is just like, yeah, party chat, man, party chat. And I'm just like, okay,
Watch television on your console.
yeah. And it's just like, then Sony was coming through with the PS4. It's just like, hey, we got party chat now, so.
And we
Cool.
got games.
Yeah, like we got party chat, we got games. Xbox, you can watch TV on your console.
It's like, you can do this with your console. You can do this with your console. You can do this with your Xbox. And some guy like fucking raises up his hand. Can we play games on it? And the other guy's like, shut up!
Well, actually, he's got, you know what he has? He's like, you know what? Have you seen this dog from Call of Duty?
It's like
You can do all of these things on your consoles. Can you play games on it? Get him the fuck out of here.
Who's that guy? Who let him in?
I want him removed!
Whoever let him in, you're fired too.
Like I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his bloodline ended.
I want his house burned to the ground.
Yes.
No, man.
It's all still live. It's like, your mic is still on. I don't fucking care.
Is he still here? Then I don't give a damn.
it's just, and then like you just hear him like, "Oh, I'm fired, aren't I? Am I? Well, fuck you too."
He walks away off the stage and like fucking he still has the mic on. You start to hear him cry.
And he's just like, "Give me that E3 swag."
Why did they have to be so mean?
All right, so we're gonna have to go backwards the thing because I did skip one because my notes were fucked. But we're gonna go to PC gaming.
GG notes.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, because there was actually like some decent shit for PC gaming. Let me see. Because I was surprised since I don't really follow PC gaming. When I fucking told this to Jazz, he was just like, "Well, I knew about this for months." Was how fucking shit, what was it called? Because it's just labeled as Sega here.
Shenmue?
Yeah, Shenmue 1 and 2 were announced for PC, and I was just like, I never got a chance to play them. So I was thinking like, oh, you know what? They're supposed to be like really good games, like good vintage games. So I'll probably like check them out.
Mm.
And I ended up getting Killing Floor 2 because of the fucking like fucking circus DLC that they put in.
Mm.
Let's see what else. Today's announced Just Cause 4, Telltale. Yeah, I lost my shit when they announced Hitman. I was like, holy fuck, I can't believe that they're actually making another Hitman. And the stupid thing is, that is the worst place to fucking announce Hitman.
It was kind of a weird area.
Because it was just like, you know where we could really use this at? Square Enix?
I know, right? That's another one. It was just like, what are y'all doing?
And then for other PC games, Archangel Hellfire. I wish I had VR right now. That game looks fun. And then another one, if you've ever played like Terraria, Noita looks like a Terraria type-esque game, and it looks fun as hell too.
Word.
I don't know any of these games.
You know, Walking Dead.
No, I don't.
To be honest, I don't PC game a lot, so a lot of this goes over my head.
Yeah, same here.
I noticed that Warframe won another award. That's great for.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these, yeah, they were also going over my head. 'Cause, like there was a good chunk of them where I was just like, I don't give a shit. Like, I think at least 3 of them are like battle royales.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that wasn't the part that was interesting me, because I just kind of had this one at the background. So whenever like I saw a game that like really piqued my interest, I was really surprised.
Mm-hmm. I will say Jurassic World is interesting.
I isn't that the one you played, Venom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stop
That's
killing
the one
people, Venom.
That's the one I accidentally let the T-Rex in.
Release the Kraken.
But no, yeah. Other than that, like, I have Killing Floor 2 on PS4, so it didn't really do anything for me. Proving Grounds, I believe, is a battle royale. Yeah, other than Hitman, none of this is really like. Oh yeah, Rapture Rejects is funny, but
Oh yeah, Rapture Rejects. I tried to show that one to my brother.
yeah, that was kind of funny. I might look into that.
When I saw it, I was just like, hey, I've seen this guy's memes on the internet.
Yeah. But other than that, PC was just like it was there. That was a thing, and it happened. But,
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys didn't see it.
No, I didn't watch PC one.
Yep.
It's just that
Yeah,
War.
neither did I.
The only thing I really know about is that they interviewed one of the lead people at Warframe, and they were talking about the sacrifice and everything like that, which has released on PC and it should be coming to PS4 soon. And you have to do a whole bunch of prerequisite quests, but I think it's going to be worth it because you get another class of Warframe out of it.
And then
Neat.
Todd Howard showed up.
And then Todd Howard showed up, and it's just like, hey, I hope you're enjoying the virtual reality of Skyrim VR.
Oculus Rift, yeah, Skyrim, yeah.
Get out of here!
Next time it'll be that when a baby is born, they're required to play Skyrim in their nursery before being led into the world.
They're giving little fucking helmets.
But no, like the one thing that was always a constant when I would look up this thing for like the list was that everybody was like, "Hey, did you see that host though? She was hot." Okay.
It's like, yes, guys, there are women in gaming.
for Warframe, huh?
No, for like the host of the PC gaming thing. Like that was the main thing I would see when I was looking up lists. Like, dude, did you check out that host? She was so hot. It's like, okay.
There's a part of me that just kind of like fucking $5 says no, $500 says that you wouldn't even have the balls to fucking talk to her.
I
mean, I talked to her.
I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the guys that said that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
They probably would be like going the other way. They would yeet the fuck out of there.
Like, is that a woman? Oh my god.
Yeet.
I only read about them in books.
How do you work?
But well, I mean, what would you give this, Jess?
I will say for the sheer amount of games, which actually is a big plus in my opinion, but they talk so damn much. I would give it a 6.5.
Yeah, they were kind of talking a lot. I was playing like fucking side Shantae games on my Switch while they were fucking talking.
Mm-hmm.
It would be that thing where like you just see people asleep and then like finally you just hear the clap and then and they just
Yeah, Skyrim.
People left over from the Bethesda conference.
Sony, you're at the PC thing. Oh.
Yeah, virtual Skyrim.
Yeah.
I give this a 7.5. I was actually surprised at some of the games I wanted to play. Like Archangel Hellfire, that looked fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I mean, there's more, but like fucking, I want to give the other guys a chance to talk.
I mean, but they didn't see it though, and
I know this means that this speeds it up along.
yeah. So, anything else?
I just say I give it a question mark out of 10.
Word.
That means 10.
That means 10, guys. Venom approved.
It's like it's PC. It's PC gaming. It gets a 7.5 because it's PC, but it wasn't hyped, so it does not beat Sony. It can't.
No, because for me it'd be like, because if in my case, if it's because it's PC, that would instantly drop it to a 3. PC games hate me.
Why?
I don't know. They keep choosing to fucking fail on me at like the weirdest possible times.
Like, Eddie, you know how I get glitches on PS4? He gets mad glitches on PC.
Yeah, I've told him about like every time I ever had like a fucking PC glitch, I'd fucking just like fucking start raging to Jess like, oh my god, PC did this to me again.
Like,
I'm
I know
sorry to hear
his
that.
pain because the PS4 hates me.
Yeah, so it's just like we all have like consoles that hate us.
And Xbox hates all of us. No.
Which is good because we all hate it.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't like you either.
No, I guess we can move on to Nintendo.
Nintendo. The last one.
Nintendo.
Smash!
Exactly.
Smash!
Exactly.
Smash all the way, baby.
So yeah, Smash.
I mean,
It's like
that's
fuck every.
like
Oh,
that's
sorry.
really like the only like the biggest move that they came out with, because like I did catch part of the conference, and there was like a part where it's just like they were swiping through all the shit that they were gonna be releasing soon, because it's like yeah, these are all coming out, yeah, you know, you want them, but fucking move on to the big thing, Smash.
Yeah.
And like
Fuck everything
fucking,
else.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was so fucking hyped after they fucking announced Ultimate, dude. Like,
Mm.
that was like the, I'm not gonna lie, that was the most hyped I was.
I was like, can you imagine if there's like a guy where it's just like, it's like first we got, and then like, no, just get us to Smash, and like, yes, we'll go to Smash, but first we want to show you, no, none of that new crap. Give us Smash now.
And then fucking Reggie eats a fire flower and then sets him on fire.
Sorry, guys, it took so long.
Well, look, cause like the way he's describing it, it's almost like that fucking Robot Chicken sketch that they did.
It's like you just see Reggie come in, and he just kept you waiting, huh?
He's got the Mario head.
No.
But yeah, fucking, cause I remember like during predictions, I was just like, I would lose my shit if they can bring back Cloud. They brought back Cloud, and I indeed did lose my shit.
It's crazy because everybody was going bananas about like, oh my god, I know there's a new Smash coming, but what about my favorite characters that were there? Like, what do we do?
No, yeah, because like I want to say that for Smash, I want to say it's like it's got one of the like the biggest balls in fighting games right now, because it's literally the fighting game that has every single character on the roster. No other fighting game can really say that.
Nope, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's crazy about it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, yeah, we've got 3 links, so we don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I'm kind of hoping that's what they'll do for Street Fighter 6.
Well, I mean, like, to be honest, people have been asking this shit from Capcom for a long ass time. Just make a
They
fucking
really have.
Capcom All-Star Battle game thing. Everybody in there, just do it.
Yeah, and like fucking, since the way that like Street Fighter did would always be like, well, you know, we have like over like this many fucking characters, despite it being like the 4th version of the game, because like since we always had like those expansions, that it's like to get every single Street Fighter off at launch, it would be huge, dude. It would be like insane.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yep. But yeah,
So it would have
Smash.
I think it like, what was it called? Like Capcom Fight? No, not Fighting Jam, but like there was this one like strategy game that they had.
Project X.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was like for PS2, I think it was.
You lost me.
I swear there was this game. I'd have to look it up, but there was this one other like strategy game that they had where it was just like they had all the fucking Capcom character, or like a lot of the Capcom characters. I know that like a bunch of Darkstalkers in it too.
Yep,
But anyway.
Def lost me.
Yeah, I'll look it up because I remember seeing it. It was a crossover title, but like it would have to be something like that, like not necessarily like a fighting game. It'd have to be like one of those kinds of other games genres.
Yeah. So Smash.
I mean, Smash. Because if you just want to call it like the Smash Conference, fucking, I'd give it a 9.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I mean, none of the other stuff really, except for like a little bit of the Pokemon stuff they showed, but even then I was like, eh.
Well, I'll say this, because I was talking to my friend the other day, and apparently the Pokemon Let's Go games, those aren't the main series ones that they were promising.
Oh yeah, they put that out like way quick.
Yeah, they should have, because like I guess maybe like afterwards or something like that, because like I wasn't super keen on the mechanics, and then my friend told me it's like, oh no, the fucking Gen 8's not coming out till like November of next year, and I was like, what, fucking really? And then I looked it up, I was like, no, yeah, it's Gen 8's not coming out till next year, so fucking if you got your problems with Let's Go, that's totally fine, because that's not Gen 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said that from the jump. Well, the second they could.
Which is good.
You know. Yep. What are y'all's well, Moopsy gave his, I think.
Yes.
Vidum, how about yours?
I'll give it probably an 8.5 just because of Smash Brothers.
Liar.
Liar. What about you, Eddie?
For Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
Smash. It was just Smash. I'll give it a 7. Smash wasn't my thing. Well, just Nintendo. Nintendo's not a company that I really get hype about, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Also, another thing too that is awesome about Smash is the fact that they're also bringing back the fucking GameCube controllers again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they really do take care of their audience.
Mm-hmm.
That and I mean, Nintendo's making a killing off those GameCube controllers because all those Smash players either wear them into the ground or destroy them in tournaments.
From rage.
Pretty much.
From absolute unadulterated rage.
And I mean, like they're still fucking selling out fucking Switches. They still can't keep up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that too. I mean, Nintendo's making a
like-
killing, but Nintendo was always making a killing.
Mm.
Like this,
Yeah.
this will honestly be the sole reason I buy a Switch is just for Smash.
Yeah, because like fucking like for Nintendo, they're just kind of like let the PlayStations and their Xboxes have their little war. I'll just be sitting here counting my money.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, if I want any company to fucking endorse me, I'll do it for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I guess it's my turn. And mainly just because it was Smash, and that was
I
about
give it a 0.
No, I won't give it a 0, because I don't want fanboys coming to kill me. But I'm actually going to give the conference a 6. And that,
Kill 'em.
Yep, they're probably going to kill me anyway. But honestly, like, Smash is hype. I will never take that away. Like, honestly, there are some things I would love to, like, try in the game. But if that was it, like, there were a couple of questions I really did have for the Switch I was hoping to get answered this year. Like, the whole online aspect of it. As well as, like, maybe see some Metroid 4 or something. Anything.
No, but in all seriousness, like that is fair. The problem, what makes it like a little bit more difficult with Nintendo is that like the fact that they've got like the directs like every other month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like by the time E3 rolls around, it's just like we've already told you guys everything. We don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, and that.
I can see that being a problem. At the same time, it's also just like you get what you want sooner.
Hmm.
There's pros and cons, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I with all that, I just there was Smash. Don't get me wrong, very hype. But if that's it, I mean, I can't really go higher than a 6. But that's what I think about that.
Until they announce Deathclaw in Smash.
Oh God, please
Oh,
no.
God. I was actually going to talk about that. It's like, you imagine like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force joins the Smash.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Actually, hasn't there been requests for that?
Yes, there has actually.
I was like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
But no, let's go to game of the what's our game that we was the winner, the game.
Right, because honestly, for me, I know it's just gonna be like, well, you just said that. It's just like, well, yeah, it's fucking Smash, fucking what the like, uh, they quelled one of like my biggest worries, and they fucking made me think like, oh, this is impossible. Hey, we made it possible. I was like, you bastard, steals all my money.
Mm. What about you, Vin?
Yeah, I'll say like Smash for me was the game. I'll even kind of say like some of the DLC choices have me wanting to play games again, like Destiny 2's new DLC.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not nothing you said, but you said that for some odd reason. In my mind, I thought Despacito too.
Justin Bieber, man, he makes me want to play games again.
Despacito 2 confirmed.
I would quit this podcast so fast if we were to chill out for fucking Justin Bieber.
Hell no. He
Get
has
out.
fangirls for that.
I leave.
The fuck?
Venom! We can hear your videos!
Stupid sound keeps doing that.
Why are you watching
Stop watching
porn right
videos.
now?
Yeah.
It's not porn. It's a trailer for a new anime.
So porn.
So halfway porn.
Let's say, actually, no. Hentai.
There's a time and a place for that, Venom.
Oh,
In this place is not it.
well, then
Not
I'm
yet.
making it.
You can make it get banned.
This is what happens when we let new guys in.
Venom, you're the reason why the lolly tag is no longer available on Hentai.
He's sad about that. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Eddie, your game?
Division 2. I made this abundantly clear.
Yeah, but we have to make it even more clear.
For the stupid people.
It's translucent. It's translucent at this point. Like, what the fuck?
You know there's going to be that one guy.
Division
I'm-
2,
I'm-
was it?
Yes.
Divisor 3?
Am I being laughed at by the person that's enjoying Destiny content?
Oh,
Ooh.
Division 2,
Yeah.
was it?
No, I don't think you can win this one.
no, that was a pretty sick burn.
Like, are you coming at me, person with no content?
Ooh.
But I have content.
Okay, moving on before this gets violent.
You know who else plays Destiny 2? Your mama.
That was bad, and you should feel bad.
Yeah, you really should. I'm sorry. 0 out of 10. Not even IGN.
Wow. Never rate anything.
No.
Anyway, Jess.
Resident Evil 2. It wins. It just I want it. I want it now. I want it right now, damn it. Don't make me break down your doors, Capcom. I know where you live.
I was gonna say, like, you grabbed me by the collar. I want it now. I was like, I got nothing to do with this, man.
Give it now.
I can have it. Fucking just flips me over the table. God. I don't have it, Jess. I don't work for them. I'm just a fan.
Liar.
Curb stop. No.
Yeah, it's easily my game of the E3.
Okay, here's like my thing. How would you rate this E3 in general?
If I go with all the rating things I've gotten so far, it would probably bundle down to a 7.
Okay.
No, let's say well then. that shook the world so much, everything went silent.
Well, because I was expecting like some reasoning and stuff, not just like okay average score. It's just like
Well, like I
okay,
said,
like
like I said, if I average the score, it would probably come down to a 7.
yeah, but I thought you were gonna be like because I wish the X company did this, I wish this did that.
Oh, I mean, I could if you want. I thought we were just gonna start wrapping up shit.
We still technically can still go for another half hour, but all right, fine.
No, like you were pushing me earlier, so.
I know, I have to go to the bathroom, so.
Okay, Venom, quickly yours before you gotta take a piss.
I give it 7.5.
All right.
Mostly because, like I said, some of the stuff I wanted wasn't in it, so.
All right. See, that's how you do it, Chess.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not. He failed. Go to the bathroom.
All right,
Just,
Eddie, how
just
about
get
you?
the hell out of here.
And I typically try not to judge the entirety of these things because I'm not a fan of everything, but it gets a 6
Fair.
All right.
out of 5. That shit was lit, nigga.
Flip the table, motherfucker! All the cocaine!
Someone give you another table to flip.
ASAP! ASAP, nigga!
But honestly, I give it like I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
That was a really good way for me to win that game.
Word.
I was playing Tekken Online in the meantime, and I just hit this double gen with the sickest rage drive combo.
But anyway, I give it an 8.3 because like because before the conference started, like I was just saying, oh, it's probably just gonna be like a fucking average ass E3 and shit. I'm not expecting much. And then there were like some announcements that like really like blew my mind and shit. So it hit me like in like the most unexpected ways, and I loved it. Presentation could have been better, but overall, it's just like, no, yeah, this was a really good E3.
It was an E3 that everybody expected to be like a really crappy one, and it's
Just like average as hell, yeah.
Yeah, like because the last ones wasn't too great. There's the controversies and the loot boxes, so it's just like, yo, this E3 is gonna suck. But then it's just like, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty
Like
cool,
some
pretty
of like we got like a lot of announcements that we weren't expecting to come around anytime soon. Like
Yep.
Jazz gets fucking Resident Evil, I get fucking like Doom, you get the Division, Venom gets I think nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Because he said he wanted more like Evil Within or fucking Dishonored and shit, and it's just like I blame Bethesda for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was a pretty cool E3, and it's just I try to take is and when it comes to things like that, I always try to adopt like an open-minded set about it. Just like I come here to get entertained. I come here to see some hype shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way too, because I'm just like I'm really interested in seeing what's gonna be coming out within the next year or so. So like of course if there's nothing that interests me, I'm just gonna be like, well shit, this next year's gonna like partially suck because there's gonna be nothing in the video game side.
Mm-hmm.
But no, fucking like, while there's gonna be a lot of releases that aren't gonna be coming out like super soon, I'm just fucking excited to know that they're being made at all.
Yeah, because Lord knows we don't need another Scalebound on our hands.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because I'm just like, yeah, fucking, we're getting another like we're getting another Devil May Cry set in the original storyline. We're getting fucking finally like Kingdom Hearts is getting a release date. Fucking, we're getting another Doom. We're getting fucking like closer to Spider-Man's release. There's like a ton of shit.
Spooder Man.
Spooty man. You know what we do need though.
Or staring at porn.
Although I will admit, I'm happy that Sega is planning to release the Yakuza studio-made Fist of the North Star game here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like that I'm also happy with.
Yeah, that one I'm interested in too, because it's gonna play different than like the Tecmo Koei one.
Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani?
Jess, Cosby Kenshiro now.
Yeah, that's not tonight.
Man, I don't know why fucking Twitch deleted that fucking video.
Because Twitch is an asshole and it didn't have booby streamers.
Oh man. They took away the boobies.
They're losing money once the booby streamers left.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But
no one wants to go to fucking like those cam girl sites.
But no, I guess that's it for our thing.
That's it for episode 9 of the fucking E3 special of the No Name Podcast.
Word.
Who wants to do the sign off?
I'll do it.
Except Venom.
Oh,
Well, give the new guy something to do.
Yeah, make him work for his money. Get on that corner.
you guys don't pay me at all.
Exactly. And I'm still not
Hey.
seeing my money.
I'll get it for you later tonight, sir.
That's right.
Bitch.
So it was a pleasure being on this show with my friends Moopsy, Joss, and then there's Eddie. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, damn.
You got your back. You gotta admit.
But yeah, it was good to be on this show for the first time.
I'm gonna lie though. The way you were saying it, you were like Moopsy Joss, and I was gonna say like, is he gonna say Moopsy Eddie next?
No, that's what I was gonna do. It's just like, and then there's Eddie.
All right, but keep. Okay, sorry. Turn to
But
keep
yeah,
going.
so hopefully, maybe in the future, we'll do some more of these kooky adventures, and hopefully, there'll always be a topic to talk about.
I mean, we're up to episode 9, so clearly we got room to grow.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so I can't wait to see what more wacky adventures will be going on along the way.
There's gonna be a pterodactyl at some point.
There's gonna be a point where we're fighting Freddy Krueger for some reason.
Eddie goes first.
Well, damn. I am the darkest, huh?
I
Hey,
think,
scary Terry.
to be honest, I'm about to say, wouldn't we all go at the same time though?
I don't know. I have trouble sleeping. All right, so let's start doing our sign-offs and plugs and shit.
I got it last.
Okay, so I'll go right now. It's your boy, Cosmo Jazz. You can follow me on all social media and whatnot at Cosmo Jazz. And if you are excited about our E3 talk, you can check out my YouTube channel where I did some reactions to stuff that happened at E3, and I talk more about them in depth on those. And yeah, happy June, guys.
Go, Moopsy.
All right, that's right. My name is Mrmoopsy. If you didn't know by this point, then you haven't been paying attention.
Or didn't care.
Or didn't care. You can catch me on Twitch. I'm gonna have to update it because of the whole fucking hospital shit. I'm gonna have to find a better day to, or at least like a more secure day of like fucking, because I'm planning a full day stream to try and finish these 3 games I have in a row. So I can start paving like the way for like other game streams I've been thinking about. I'm gonna, because if I can finish them on the same day, I'm gonna announce the next game I'm gonna do there, and so you can catch that on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Mrmoopsy, and that's about it for me.
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen, I have been. Yeah, bitch! Don't you cut me off again?
Yeah, you call him Steve-O.
You tell him Steve Dave.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching first and foremost. I am your lovely co-host by the name of Baker. You can catch me on my YouTube at just Baker with 2 R's, and you can also find me on Twitter at Baker_TTV.
Word.
And, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Also,
Wait.
fuck carrots.
Actually, Venom, are you gonna plug anything?
Yeah.
I'm still streaming, so go for it.
Yeah, fucking
Well,
go.
I was gonna say that I also have a YouTube channel.
Don't follow it. No.
I mean,
But after what I said.
it is a bit abstract, but that's only because all the other names were taken. But it's Venom 87542.
Jesus
Damn,
Christ.
Damn, that's so weird.
That's why I said it's abstract.
That's my grandma's name.
But I do some Let's Plays, and I did finish a few games. I'm hoping to go back into Let's Play soon.
You saying you
Especially
finished more than
since
me,
I
boy?
start- No, I think I've only finished like 3 games.
Well, dang.
But I am trying to do Grim Fandango, so hopefully I'll go back to it soon.
I should probably do that too, actually.
Mm.
So yeah, so just follow me or just watch my videos at 875 Venom 87542.
Remember, when you're listening to this, get a pen and paper.
Yeah, pretty.